All right. Looks like we are live. What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Shout outs to everybody here. Appreciate you guys coming through. We got a big stream for you guys. A lot of information to go through. Nintendo financials, sales updates, Nintendo Switch 2 stuff, Capcom stuff, more announcement stuff. There's like a lot of stuff to go over. It's been a couple days since I've streamed. Sorry about that, guys. I wanted to try to do Sunday, but once again, just family time, you know. Monday, once again, family time and more stuff. It was an exhausting last couple days, I'll be honest. Especially yesterday. Kind of stressful, kind of exhausting with all the driving and stuff that I had to do, but we back out here. I had a good workout today. Had a good breakfast, had a good, time hanging out with my boy, and I'm ready to go. I edited a nice video for you guys. It's doing well, so ready to go for the stream tonight. Big love to Levi, was it Levid? Sinster. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja fam. Thank you guys for subscribing and thank you guys for watching the videos. Before we get into the shoutouts, I want to say big love to everybody that are watching the videos. We are doing a lot better, obviously, as Nintendo Switch 2 starts to get more and more popular, but I'm actually surprised. My Nintendo Switch 1 videos that kind of have nothing to do with Nintendo Switch 2 are even doing incredibly well. I've done 2 in the past 3 days, and both of them are over 16,000 views, 25K for my Nintendo Switch 1 final direct predictions video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for all that, for those who have watched. And if you haven't, go check it out. Go check it out. New videos pretty much every day. All right, now let's get into shoutouts. Big love to Dior. He's always here first. Shoutouts to Dior, man. Welcome to the stream. Daniel C is here. Party Man, the usual suspects. Round them up. EM is here. What's up, EM? Kevin Lewis, just another artist, is here. CBH forgot. What's up, man? Dior, says Jeffrey Tucker. What's up, Jeffrey? Nosai is here. Welcome, Nosai. Robert T says, what's up? Braden Christensen. What's up, Braden Christensen? Welcome. 7th Hulk Hogan. Hey, what up, 7th? B Queen. Oh my gosh, B Queen, how are you doing today, young lady? Good to see you here. Bro Joe, get a chance to watch the Monsters Showcase. Super. Well, we're gonna talk about it. And no, I didn't watch it on purpose. Like, I didn't get a chance to watch it because I'm not sitting there watching a bunch of stuff on games that I'm already gonna buy. Like, it's like they already show off the game a lot, so I don't really want to watch really too much on it. It's just Capcom shows just aren't exciting. I'm not excited by, hey, we're gonna deep dive into the stuff that I'm like. It's not like my favorite franchises, but they're just like there. But I don't like Capcom's I don't like Capcom's Nintendo Directs or whatever they directs. I don't like Capcom's events. They're not fun. They're predictable and they're just So no, I don't watch them. I always just cover them later, just because there's no reason to watch them. We can just cover them later. There's no reason to watch them live, so no, I didn't watch it. We just covered the announcements. But yeah, it's cool. They got some good stuff announced. We're going to talk about that today. Side note, hope everyone gets regular checkups. I often got a friend found out he had undiagnosed diabetes and he went to the hospital. Oh man. Yeah, definitely. Got to make sure that you get checked up. Sortable Shelf, what's good? Kevin says, been grinding out Metaphor Refantasio since Sunday. Yeah, that's nice. D-Money. Chuck D. Yo, what up, Chuck? Shout outs, man. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, brother? Glenmore Lexter. What's up, Glenmore? George FT. Ava Cook. Feeling super down. I think I have extensor tendonitis in both of my feet. Waking up to I have an incline. Oh my god. Sorry to hear about that, Ava. Definitely do what your doctors tell you to do. More so than anything. But I'm sorry to hear about it. That sucks. I don't know what that is, but it sucks. Walking too high on an incline. Oh. Roger, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Yo, Lek, what is good, Lek? On the second Ace Attorney game. All right, sweet life deal, Brando. What's up, David? I'm already sold on Monster Wilds, plus I've been knee-deep into Metaphor. Kind of forgot there was a Capcom showcase. Yeah, I knew there was one, but I'm like, I'm not going to stream it. One, I couldn't, because I was taking care of my son. But, like, 2, even if I could stream it, I probably still wouldn't, just because they're not good. I mean, there's not that they're not good, they're just not. I don't want to watch it. Like, I don't want to watch it. It's the same thing as the Metaphor Refantasio showcases. I'm like, I don't want to watch this. It's just, I'm going to buy these games. I already know I am. They're just kind of spoiling more things, and it's just not worth watching. Like, getting all set up for the stream, and I'll just wait till it's done, then we can just talk about whatever games are announced, you know? So I'm good. But it's the same thing as like the Metaphor. I mean, they would be sitting there pumping out Metaphor Refantazio streams, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. But the game was awesome, you know? The game was so good. The game was so good. What's up, Williams? Says, like your information. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. What's up, David? Welcome to the stream. Agree, OJ, Capcom too predictable, boring with... Yeah, and it's not a bad show. Don't get me wrong. Like, the shows are... Like, there's good games and it's good stuff, but, like... They tell you what's gonna be there. I mean, yeah, they sometimes they have some you know, hidden announcements, but Capcom is like by far, I would say they're one of the best companies out there, but they're also like one of the most predictable and like, oh, okay, yeah, we saw that coming. Okay, yeah, cool. You know, like, oh yeah, great. It's like whatever your favorite fast food restaurant is, even if they make a new item, you're like, oh yeah, that seems like something they would make, you know, or okay, yeah, it's like, it's what I like, but better, but it's not anything that's like, oh my gosh, you know, like, and everyone's like that with their favorite restaurant. It's like, or their favorite fast food joint, or whatever the case is, right? It's like, oh yeah, it's great, but it's like, I know what I'm getting and I like it, you know, but nothing to get excited or hyped about or get like, oh, it's like, they showed their 6th trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds, their 6th trailer before the game's launch, like, you know, like, I've seen it. They've had betas. They've had, what, 1-2 betas now? They've had betas. There's I mean, it's like, they bombard you, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's how you advertise and sell your game. But it's like, me as a consumer, I'm not like, oh my God, you know? So yeah. I was already sold on Metaphor. That too didn't want, yeah, exactly. Didn't want to get spoiled. So I'm like already sold on many of their games. There's no need for me to get spoiled, you know? Let's see here. Is it bad pacing? No, it's not that it's bad pacing. I just described it right there. It's just, I know what's coming, and it's like, oh, it's more of what I like. It's like I think Projo said, like, it's like Taco Bell. I mean, I don't like Taco Bell too much, but I mean, when I did, it's like, oh yeah, I like it, but I'm not like hyped to go into Taco Bell. Like, if I go into Taco Bell, I'm like, okay, it's Taco Bell. It's good. I know what I like. I know what's good. I know what's not good. I'm just gonna get what I want, and I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna go. But I ain't gonna ever be hyped. But it's good. It's not bad. It's good. Like, if you know what to buy, it's good, you know? Let's see here. But hey, look, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, Taco Bell's very profitable and good, like, for many people. So yeah. Yo, DeAndre with the $2.09. Says, I got Echoes of Wisdom in the mail half an hour ago. I'm playing right now. I'm playing music from this game, please. Yes, I can. All right, Echoes of Wisdom. All right, let's play the combat theme for Echoes of Wisdom. Thank you for the first dono of the stream. Big love to DeAndre. That does make you the Hokage and stream ninja. Thank you so much, DeAndre. Anybody that's $2.09 or more, you can beat up my man DeAndre at the top of the board. And remember to get your music requests in as well. Let me play some music from Echoes of Wisdom from DeAndre. Let's go here. DeAndre. Echoes. Oh, no, why right? What am I doing? I'm rusty, guys. I'm sorry. It's been 2 days. I'm writing Echoes of Wisdom right there for no reason. All right, shout out to DeAndre. You are the stream Hokage. Yeah, I'm getting old. A little rusty. All right, let's go. I literally have like a brain stall right in the middle of that whole thing. Like, what am I doing? Okay. Shout outs to DeAndre. Thank you for the 2. Big love to Chris. And he says, with the 6 months, appreciate that. So let's talk about terrible for your health. A lot of fast food, processed foods will be terrible for your health as well, you know. So you just gotta balance fast food with diet, exercise, and plenty of water. But yeah, I can't even really eat Taco Bell these days. Chris the Shining Dog, thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. OJ's washed. I know, I am washed. What's up, Baron? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Black Baron is here in the chat. Probably here to talk about some Nintendo Switch 1 sales compared to the PlayStation 2. Party Man says Nintendo went from their worst selling system to the almost best selling system of all time. Insane. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. There's never been another system that's like this. There's been no ever. This is the highest rebound ever. But then again, I mean, it's like, you got to compare like the 3DS and the Wii U. Like, I think it's somewhat unfair to just use the Wii U by itself. when Nintendo doesn't make something else. Like, there is no new Nintendo 3DS, right? Oh my gosh. There is no successor to the Nintendo 3DS for real. Like, the successor is the Switch. The successor to the Wii U is the Switch. So all they did was combine it. So I like to do like the true value. It's kind of like the NFL or kind of like NBA. Like, where, yeah, you have the surface level numbers or whatever, right? You're averaging, you know, let's say just basketball. Or no, let's just say NFL. Like, quarterback rating. Oh, you're this for 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Like, you have like a quarterback rating, or you have like a rating that you do. It's like, okay, but like, what's your true rating? What are like your impact? What exactly happened? Let's break it down. If you break it down, really, what you got to do is you got to add the Wii U plus the 3DS. And then you gotta subtract the difference from there, and then that gets you the true value. And even if you do that, the Nintendo Switch is pretty impressive, right? Because the Wii U 3DS, that's about 80 something million, right? High 80, almost 90 million. And then even if you subtracted that from the 150 million, that's still 60 million difference increase, right? So even with that, the true value of the Nintendo Switch is pretty high. It's pretty high overall. So yeah. Yeah, I saw the Luka trade. It's pretty interesting, or it was kind of shocking. I was shocked. The ugly red hat you're wearing, man, you better stop, bruh. You better stop. Unlike you, I don't have multiple teams whenever I feel like it. But the funny thing about you having multiple teams, both of your teams are ass. That's the funniest thing. At least I only have one team that was bad this year. You have 2 teams and they're both trash. So it's like you took a double L this year. How do you have 2 football teams that one of them and both of them are bad? If you're gonna have 2 football teams, at least pick 1 good team and 1 bad team, you know, that you can root for. You rooted for 2 bad teams this whole year. That's hilarious. Racking up more L's than the 49ers, that's for sure. All you did was lose this year. Oh man. Let's see here. What Capcom is doing now, just like how back in the Wii U days, we got so many Xenoblade Chronicles X trailers to the point to where trailer from Nintendo, you can even spoil the ending a bit. I don't remember that because I didn't watch all the trailers. So yeah, I didn't watch all of them. And both teams finished better than those trash ass Niners. Hey, look, finishing better, what does that mean? Like, all you did was just set yourself up to be worse the next year, so you get a worse draft pick. So that doesn't matter. I'll take finishing worse and still getting a better draft pick. They all didn't go to the playoffs. What does it matter? Plus, the Niners got a cupcake schedule now, too. Got one of the easiest schedules next year. So, actually, it was a good thing. High draft pick and an easier schedule. I'll take that over winning, what, a couple more games? What does that do for you? Let's see here. Hey, OJ, or hi, OJ. What do you think about the highest version of DLSS the Switch will be released with? I don't know what the highest version of DLSS the Switch will be released with, and I don't know if it's going to be a custom, like, made DLSS for them, which the patent that was revealed the other day and that Digital Foundry broke down, it could be something that's unique to the system itself. So we don't know. There might be a comparison that we can do, but we're not going to know what the comparison will be until the system comes out. So it's better to wait and see. Nobody actually knows what version of DLSS the Switch is going to have. I mean, it's impossible to tell right now, and there's no way to know. There's just no way. So anything that I say would be pure speculation and me just randomly guessing. I mean, which is fine. I mean, I can do it, but I don't understand DLSS enough to even do that in the first place, to be honest. What Capcom is doing now, just like with the Wii U days, we have so many Xenoblade. Okay, I already read it. My bad. Let's see here. John says, I'm an NC Panthers fan. He's a gallery boy. What are your thoughts on Bryce Young's progression he made after his benching? It's good, but we'll see how he does this upcoming year. Since now Onimusha 2 is getting a remaster in 2025, I'm glad that the character action games are making more of a return over Souls-like. Yeah, I think that's a big thing. I'm so sick and tired of Souls-like games. I don't want to play them. I think, like, I don't want to play them anymore. And I'm tired of every developer thinking that you need to make that type of game. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand why they make them, and I think that it's an okay thing if you want to make that. But, like, you know, I need my Bayonettas, I need my Ninja Gaidens, right? I need my now we have Onimusha coming back. Like, it's a different vibe, right? A little bit of a different vibe. So I'll take that, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the Souls games, they're fine, they're good. Continue making them. But like everything doesn't need to be a Souls game. Like every action game does not need to be a Souls game. So, but I see why they make them though. Those obviously sell decently. So yeah. Souls games are not bad genre, but Ninja Gaiden again after so many years is like seeing an Oasis. Yeah, exactly. It's good to have like an actual, you know, stylish action or, you know, fast-paced action like DMC, Bayonetta, Ninja Gaiden, old school God of War. You know, games like that, right? Like, which we used to get a number of those. We don't really get those as much. We still get them, but just not as much. So it's good to see those. But those games, you know, sell considerably less than what the top-end, you know, Souls games sell. So I think that's one of the reasons why. I mean, DMC does pretty good numbers. But we don't get DMC very often. DMC is like once every 5-6 years we get a DMC game. Yeah, it's very, very spread out for DMC games. So yeah. Sekiro was a nice middle ground. Yeah, but even with Sekiro, I'm just kind of like, you know, like even with that game, I'm like, you know. But I feel you though on that one. David Dampier, what's up, David? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs. Also kind of blame these crazy PC fanboys trying to make everything a Souls game as if they're best things since sliced bread. I don't know if it's PC fanboys when it's like PlayStation 5 people buy Demon Souls and Dark Souls and Elden Ring as much as I think Elden Ring might have sold best on PS5. So I don't know if it's just PC guys. So I don't know if I'm gonna put that all on them. So let's see here. Hey, what's up, Symbol the Rapper? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? What's up, Upper Nimbus? Should I come on the stream and give you my piece of my mind again? We can do it later. I want to definitely get through talking to everybody here and getting through this stuff. But absolutely, Baron. Like, if you're still... I hate to make you wait. But if you want to wait till, like, maybe, like, the hour and a half or so in, we can definitely do that and I can get you in on a call. But I definitely want to just interact with the chat, you know, for the first hour and a half or so. But absolutely. I mean, I would love to have you on in a bit. Let's see here. Nick93 with the $1.90 says, I told you Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is going to be fire. You know what? I saw the reviews. I don't know if it is myself. Like, I saw people reviewing the game and it looks like it's reviewing really well. And yeah, that's cool, man. Like, I'm happy that you're happy for the game. I don't know. I'm not a Kingdom Come Deliverance guy. You know, I'm just not. It's not my style. Like, I don't like the first person. I think there might be, is there like a third person mode? I don't know. Like Skyrim, I don't know if there is or not, but it's just not my thing. But you know what, maybe one of these days I'll try it out, but the gameplay just doesn't look like it's for me. But you know, like I said, I'm happy that it's reviewing really well. I really am. Shout outs to Nick93 though. Thank you for the $1.99 dono. 4 on the combo board. Let's go. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shout outs to Cold Cases. I don't like the combat. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be things about every RPG that you like or dislike. It doesn't mean it's a bad game. Like, I think that's a lot of times like what we get into too much on, you know, on videos or streams or, I mean, like, and I try to do a better job of this myself. It's like, just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's not good, you know? Now there are things that you can say objectively about it, but for me at least, it's like, yeah, I mean, I didn't think I'd like what I saw with the game, but it doesn't mean it's not good. Like, it's still be really good, you know? It's just not for me. Are there genres that are dead now? I'm pretty sure, but I haven't thought about it. I'm pretty sure there are definitely genres that are dead at this point. What are some of the dead genres out there that are just kind of like nobody really makes anymore? Point and click adventure games are kind of dead. Like, I mean, yeah, you'll still get them on PC a little bit, but a lot of those are kind of dead. Also, some of like the narrative, like the Beyond, what was it? Detroit Become Human. Some of those are kind of like dead now. The Telltale games. But I mean, we still get some of that stuff though, like indie-wise. Char with the $2 dono and says 360 controller versus modern Xbox controller. The modern Xbox controller is better than the 360 controller. The 360 controller is not that great. I mean, it's okay. It was okay for its time, I guess, but it's not that great. The modern Xbox, like Xbox Series X controller, is better for sure. Thank you for the $2 dono. I appreciate that. 6 on the combo board. They refined it from the first game, which is like a Kickstarter. Okay, yeah. Kingdom Deliverance 2 is being targeted by Grifter. Yeah, I did see that a little bit. Yeah, I don't really care. Let's see here. Does that mean that lock picking game is good? I'm out of the lock picking business, guys. Actually, you know what? I wasn't bad at lock picking on like Oblivion and Skyrim and like Fallout or whatever. Like all the it was Starfield. It was Starfield that was the one that I just said this is the dumbest thing that I've ever done in my life. Like just this is so stupid. But Skyrim and all that I wasn't too bad, you know. I wasn't too bad at all. What's up, Ryan Ricardo? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? What's up, J2? Country Returns. Yeah, on-rail shooters. Those are kind of dead as well. Yeah. Shaw X with the $5. Says outside of Neo and Lies of P, I'm not a fan of the Souls games and that's not from Software. Give me action games again. Yes, sir. Thank you, Shaw X, with the big $5. You are now the new Hokage and Stream Ninja. Hey yo, shout outs, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate the big dono. Anybody that's 5 or more, you can beat up my man Shaw X, the Fiber Man. Appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hitting us up. Let's get it. Remember, if you drop a dono, put your music request in, and I'll do my best to play that for you if you have a music request. Let me play some music from Lies of P. I have not heard the soundtrack for that, so I'll play some Lies of P. Let's play some music from that. I still need to play this game. Wing of Hypocrisy. Your friendly neighborhood Fiber Man. If you like Bloodborne, play Lies of P. Yeah, I'm not big on Bloodborne either. That's actually the game that got me to just kind of say I'm done with it. Hey, what's up, Neo Anderson? Welcome to the stream, brother. What's up, The Blind Man? Is it Deb Blind Man? Or Deb Blind Man? What do you think about Soul Calibur 3 remake or re-release? I'm not really a big fan of Soul Calibur 3, but sure. Also, currently, JoJo's Part 6. Just caught up with One Piece, and I must say it's peak. I was wrong. Okay, shout out, Snoozeboy. Congratulations on the anime, catching up on the anime. Let's go. Smash clones are dead. LLJK. You know what, to be honest, man, I think that Multiverses is going to live on in the mod scene. Did you see the update that they did? It's like, oh, we're going to make the game good now. Like, one-on-one is good now. It looks like we're going to make the game good. Lola Bunny looks awesome. She looks like Sheik or Joker or something like that. So I'm like, what? Okay, I actually want to play the game now because of Lola Bunny. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This, freaking female Bugs Bunnies make me want to play the game, and they improved the speed. Looks like they improved the hitboxes, animation. Some of the stuff's been tweaked. I'm like, what the heck? Like, and Lola Bunny looks really cool. She looks dope. She looks like a really dope, like fast, like a Sheik-like character. I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. On its deathbed, it's like, I am your father. Straight up, I'm your father on the deathbed? Like, what? Why did you tell me years ago? Why'd you wait till now? You bums. Complete bums, all of them. Complete bums, dude. Oh, terrible. Terrible. No, Jay, you should see the mods on Storm on Storm on Rivals. Some of these dudes are pervs. Oh, I bet. I'm not saying Lola Bunny is good because of her look. She's a bunny. I don't care. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about Lola Bunny as an actual character, gameplay-wise, looks good. I don't care about digitized getting hoing over digitized characters. They're not real. They're pixels on a screen, or they're digitized whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care about all that. I'm saying Lola Bunny actually looks fun to play as a character, you know? No, I'm not talking about in terms of how she looks. I could care less about that. It's about the character herself or playing the game. That's what I'm talking about looks good. Like, OJ Cap. I'm not capping at all. Like, Lola Bunny looks awesome. Like, I'm not a furry, and I have no toon fetish at all. Zero. There's been zero evidence of me having that. So yeah. Let's see it. But it's all good though. I actually dislike them. Yeah, it's rough, this whole situation with multiverses, because multiverses, the one thing that it's like it's the meme with with Goofy, I'll bleep and do it again. these developers keep on listening to these brain rot Smash fans. Like, stop bringing them on to run the show and dictate who you want to sell the game to. Stop doing this. How many times does a game need to fail for you to realize that going through the Smash community is a bad idea? Like, how many times? I'll bleep and do it again. Sure, bring them on to consult a little bit. But the minute you start seeing people going and start and dash dancing and mimicking and flopping all over the place, it turns off 95% of people who want to buy the game or who's interested. I'm telling you right now, everybody that likes Smash, that buys Smash, literally instantly just says, I'm good. Stop bringing these hardcore weirdos on that still to this day run a broke-ass community in the Smash Melee and Smash Ultimate communities. They're still broke. They have no idea how to sell games. They have no idea how to market to everybody. They have zero idea. And these developers will consistently bring these people on to run their show and dictate the game. And they fail almost every single time. The last thing that you need with a huge popular IP like Bugs Bunny, Batman, Superman is to be listening to Smash players. That is the last thing that you need to do. It should be part of it. It should be like, okay, we'll get maybe a little bit of consultation, but stop letting them run the whole thing. Stop dictating your whole game through them. It's a small amount of people that care about that. Make the game fun. Make the game appeal to the fans of those characters. Then add in some extra little hidden dash dancing and all that type of stuff. But these developers will sit here and commit senpaku over and over on the backs of Smash Brothers, with Smash players handing them the sword every single time. And it's insane. It's insane to me that they continuously allow themselves to be bent over and over and over by this broke-ass Smash community and the people that like those type of games. Don't get me wrong, I like the competitive aspect, but Smash Brothers would not be popular if they sat there and listened to everything those guys had to say. Their community's been broke for decades. Decades their community's been broke. Stop listening to them. Stop listening to them. Anyway, rant over. Luka to the Lakers. Did it again. Levine traded. Yeah. Shout outs. Thank you for the $1.99. Sorry for the rant. And listen, and I have friends. I'm not saying my boys like Nakat and my boys like Void. Well, Void's not my boy, but I know him. We're mutuals. But they shouldn't have jobs at Player First, or they shouldn't be involved in the process. Nintendo involved Smash players in the process for Smash Ultimate and Smash 4. But stop running it all through them. There should be items. There should be a vast array of music. There should be a vast array of stages. There should be a vast array of gameplay modes, characters to pick from, and options. Stop. It's just, it's beyond me why they consistently do stuff like this. Baron with the $2 says Lola Bunny or Dora the Explorer. Only Smash 1. Well, putting in Dora the Explorer is really suspect, Baron, because one, she's not of age. So can somebody call FBI on this man? Somebody needs to call the FBI and send them out to Atlanta ASAP. Okay? Send them out to Atlanta ASAP. So I'm just saying. I'm not gonna like that. I love that comment. Thank you for the $2. First overclock. I appreciate that. Let's go.
Overclock Buster!
Oh, I know what he's referring to. I just felt like flipping it on him in a little bit. Listening to devs, listening to hardcore people ruin multiverses though. I didn't know. I didn't play the game. What I'm saying is that this is a generational fumble from Player First games. and from Warner Bros. What you should have done was focus on appealing to the people that like Batman. There's not a single person I know online that's a hardcore Batman, Superman, whatever fan. It's like, yeah, guys, I'm getting ready to play multiverses. None of the people are. They don't care. Anytime they start seeing that Charlie Brown, dash dancing and flopping all over the place, like when how Charlie Brown dances and he goes like, you know what I'm saying, like that. Like anytime they start seeing that, they just instantly tune out. Stop basing your whole livelihood around that. That's all I'm trying to say. Stop basing your whole livelihood around that. Smash Brothers is an awesome game, but it's an awesome game and it's very popular because it appeals to a vast array of people. Hardcore people that want to sit there and be the best, the very best in the world, like Pokemon, and then also casuals who just want to play and have a good time with items and stages and music and all that. That's why Smash is so good. These developers and these people are appealing only to the literal 1% or 2% of people. Not even, it's 1%. The biggest Smash Brothers tournaments are a fraction into the sales of Smash Brothers. Most people do not play at a competitive level. Most people are very bad at Smash Brothers, and that's also one of the reasons why most people kind of just play Smash Brothers for a little bit and stop playing, because they're bad at it. And that's why they don't like it. They're bad at it. It's a hard game to actually get good. Or if you play against somebody good, you'll realize that you're bad very quickly in Smash Brothers. Now that happens in lots of fighting games. That can happen in every fighting game. But Smash Brothers is a fighting game that's way more popular than like every other fighting game. So more people play the game. So when you first play Smash Brothers, it's like, and if you play against somebody good and you get absolutely destroyed, your confidence can be shot almost right away. It's a very different style. So that's why you have to add in other elements like the items, like the different stages, like the random events and things like that to keep the casuals engaged and not just be sad that they get cooked online all the time. But that's just what it is with Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers has a very large amount of people that are very bad at the game, which is fine. It can be casual, right? It can be super casual game for people. And I think the problem is that when people see multiverses, they're like, oh, it's just for the people that beat me in Smash Brothers 24/7. Oh, I'm good. I'll just play Smash Brothers. It's got better characters, it's got more stages, it's got more of this, it's got more of that. And that is the biggest problem. That was the biggest fumble of multiverses. Let's see here. Charlie Brown, what are you, 49 years old? Yes, I'm 51 to be exact. Casual Noob says, what do you think of PlayStation All-Stars getting a possible revival remake? It'll flop just like the first PlayStation All-Stars. Party Man says, people make Smash-like games without understanding why Smash is so successful. Yeah, I would say this. If you're making a game like Rivals of Aether or whatever, then yeah, appeal to that community, because you're just having toads and lions and mountain bears fight each other. Like, that's never gonna blow up. Fighting the zoo, you know what I'm saying? Like, Zootopia fighting is never gonna blow up like that, right? So sure, appeal to them if you're making that type of game, right? If you're making like furries fighting each other and all of that. But if you're making like Nickelodeon All-Stars, which you got like the Loud House. The Loud House is an IP from... Nobody that watches the Loud House is like, I want to sit there and flop and dance around. The people that watch the Loud House or group of Loud House probably aren't into that. So it's like, you got all these different IPs in there that are popular. Why are you making it like Melee? Like, what's the point? You should be trying to appeal to a vast array of people, because those IPs are really popular. Hey Arnold and, I think they have All Real Monsters and Avatar and all these different stuff. But the people that I know that like those IPs, none of them played Nick All-Stars like that. Jordan Fringe, that should have been his wet dream. I don't think he even cared. That has like all the stuff that he makes videos on. I know Miss Click, she loves Avatar. She did not care. People that I know that like Hey Arnold, they did not care. Nobody cared. But you have these Smash Brothers players that are shilling it left and right. And it's like, nobody watches. Like, there's not enough crossover. Like, that game should have been... I'm not trying to sit there and say that they shouldn't do cool, like, movement tech and all that, but using Smash players to sell a Nickelodeon? That doesn't make sense. or if you have Warner Bros, you have Batman, Superman, and all that, and you're using Smash players, Melee guys, and guys that like Charlie Brown flopping and dancing, which once again, it's fine if that's in there, but that should not be the focus. Like, it's just gonna lead to nobody buying your game and nobody playing your game. It really is. It's gonna lead to that. It's just gonna lead to that. Now, Multiverses had more problems than just that. It wasn't just that, but it's just, to me, it's crazy how they consistently make the same mistake. Neo Anderson with the Tune In Tier pledge. Thank you so much, Neo Anderson. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Tune In Tier squad. Let's go. Not even LeBron James can save Multiverses. And I'm telling you, nobody that likes LeBron James cares about him being in Multiverses. Of course, some Smash players are like, Hungrybox continue to be in denial and think fighting games like Multiverses and Nicktoons All-Stars will one day kill Smash Bros. I don't think Hungrybox thinks that. Yeah, I don't think he thinks that. I bought Nick All-Stars 1, played it 4 times, never touched it again. Exactly. Because it's missing all the aspects that you would love. Like, you're a big cartoon guy, right? You would like more stages, you would like items from the shows, you would like certain references, and you would like the music. All of that is devoid. Like, the original game is devoid of so much stuff. Even like the winning screens. There's so many things wrong with how they're doing it, but you can dash dance and you can sit there and do all that. Who cares? Like, it's so funny. But like I said, the Smash players don't care. They're so used to communities being broke, and they're so used to the brokenness and the grassrootsness of whatever they're doing. They don't care. Like, they legitimately don't care. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Stop allowing yourself to be bent over by Smash players who legitimately don't care and can always fall back on Super Smash Brothers if this thing dies. Oh, Multiverses is dead? Oh, well, I guess I can go back to old Betsy, old Timmy. You know? It's like the old faithful that's always going to be there no matter what. You know? So, or like, oh, I can just play Rivals. I can just play something else. Brawlhalla, I don't know. Like, it's the funniest thing, man. It's so funny. And I just find it hilarious that they consistently let themselves be wrapped up with these people. Like I said, I don't mind having them on. The cat was awesome for Multiverses, but it should not be your be-all, end-all, or through this community. It really shouldn't. It's a swift death at the end of the Senpaku that's waiting for you. Unless that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for a small audience to play your game, sure. Have at it. Bleep and do it again. Do the Goofy meme. Go ahead. If that's what you're looking for. But this time it resulted in your game permanently being offline and no online play at all. So, Senpaku yourself all the time. Go ahead. But one of these days, somebody's gonna realize this ain't it. This ain't it, fam. Chris Gamer ST. Actually, that's already starting to happen. Apparently, Riot canceled a platform fighter after seeing how bad Multiverses did. Hey, what's up, Blandrew? Welcome. Honestly, I think others should leave that Smash style fighter. Nintendo, they always feel off when they try. I mean, I don't mind other people trying it. My problem is that they copy Smash, but they don't copy all the aspects that make Smash super popular. They'll copy like one aspect of it and then say, no, leave everything else out. Let's forget about the other stuff. Let's just copy this one of Melee. I mean, it's not a bad selling game. It's actually a great selling game for the system that it's on, but obviously one of the worst selling Smash Brothers games. But that's obviously GameCube didn't sell that many systems, so actually out of all the systems that Smash Brothers is on, GameCube is the worst selling system outside of the Wii U. But Wii U also had the 3DS that had essentially the same Smash Brothers game in terms of mechanics wise and characters. But anyway, my point is, Melee is not like played by millions of, it's not like League of Legends or something like that. It's not played by like 1 billion people that have like crazy tournaments all over the place. It's just not like that. So stop trying to emulate that. Like I said, you're not going to be Melee. Melee still has more popular characters than like everybody that's like, even if you go back to Melee's characters, it's still got Mario, even though nobody uses that, but it's still got Fox, it's still got Fire Emblem, it's still got Peach, it's still got, it's still got it's still got Pokemon, it's still got Mewtwo, Pikachu, whatever the case is, right? So regardless, even that, it still has super popular characters. Plus it has the history behind it. You're never going to be Melee. You're never going to be Melee. Hey OJ, you going to stream the Switch reveal? You mean the Switch 2 reveal? Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Senpuku or Senpaku or whatever it's called. Yeah, Senpuku or whatever. My bad. Falling on the sword. Y'all know what I mean. My bad. My bad for messing it up. Let's see here. I wonder if copyrights stop them from making it too similar. No, copyrights do not stop them from making it too similar. We've seen Smash clones come out that are like almost identical in terms of how they do certain things. So no, it's really not. Having items isn't copyrighted by Nintendo. Like having like, oh, I can pick up an item and I can throw it at like an item like in a game. Because like Nickelodeon All Stars has items now, I think, right? Nickelodeon All Stars 2, like there are some Smash clones that have items. I think Brawlhalla has some items, and so it's, that's not. I mean, what else like that? I can't think of anything else. I mean, really, what I'm talking about is having music from the. What I'm talking about is this: having music from the show, like from all the shows, having music, having a large amount of stages, having items, and actually being about the fun and not just focusing on wave dancing, wave dash dancing, and wave dashing. You know. Those are the things that I'm talking about, which that's not copyrighted, you know? So that's not copyrighted. Speaking of fighting games, it's the predictive netcode patent Nintendo's doing on the hardware level for Switch 2 that could affect Smash Ultimate on Switch 2. Yeah, well, that would be the button presses. So yes, I talked about that in my video where I discussed it. So for those who don't know, like the predictive button press, it's like rollback netcode essentially. So yeah, I mean, it could, but check out that vid. I talked about it more in there in my recent videos, my last Switch 2 news video. So yeah. But we have to wait and see how, and it's just a patent. It's not, we gotta wait and see. At least one positive thing from the outcome is that the game will be still be up, not shut down for now. Yeah, but I mean, you can't play online. So, like, that's the whole point of the game. The whole point of the game was being able to play online. But I'm pretty sure modders are already at work on bringing the game back, but I think that this one's going to be a little bit more difficult because you have a lot of popular IP. You have Batman, you have Superman, you have Wonder Woman, you have Bugs Bunny, you know, you have Scooby-Doo, you have all these IP. I don't know if the copyright holder is going to allow them to do all this stuff, so we're going to have to wait on that one. I would not be surprised if the fan-made mods and all that did get shut down eventually, but we'll see. We will see. I can see Nintendo putting Super Smash Bros. Melee on NSO. Maybe. They haven't done it yet, so I don't know. The thing about Smash competitive community is that they don't see the forest from the trees, how Smash has maintained success outside of a Nintendo game. They really don't. A lot of them, I mean, some of them do, but a lot of them don't. A lot of them do not. Let's see here. I saw the video where you got the idea from. Great video, by the way. Okay, cool. So you saw that. Yeah. So it's possible, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, you can't play online? I didn't know that. No, you can't play online. No, there's no online. It's just offline only. I mean, if you could still play online, then there wouldn't be that much of a problem. It'd be like, okay, yeah, they're done with updates, but you know, you can still play online. But no, like you can't play online anymore. They're shutting down the servers. The Melee community became toxic after Slippy came into the scene. The Melee community's always been somewhat toxic. At times, it's always been somewhat of a toxic scene. I want to play the Xenoblade games. Should I wait for the Switch 2 for a possible performance boost? I mean, at this point, yeah. But I mean, they're long, so if I were you, maybe you just start up Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and then just play that. Then if there's a performance boost, then you'll get it. But chances are you'll still be playing the games by the time that the Switch 2 comes out because they're long. So if I were you, I would just start up Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition now and just get a head start. You know? Just get a head start. Let's see here. What's funny to me is that to this day, people are still playing Melee with Parsec today. Yeah, it's not really funny. I mean, it's a great game, so it makes sense. Big love, though. Thank you guys so much for the support tonight. Appreciate that. Shout outs to everybody that has supported. 16, so we do have a 15-minute extension. I don't think I said that. I just said overclock, but I didn't say that we have a 15-minute extension on today's stream. So we do have a 15-minute extension. I do appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not hit that like button. Next one up is at 30. And we will get an extension for 30 minutes on our combo breaker. Let's go. At the end of the day, these crazy Smash players prefer Smash Bros. They either want Nintendo to let control the competitive development or mod whatever they want. I would say, yeah, a lot of Smash Bros. Players feel that's what they should do. They should, I mean, but it's never going to happen, so it doesn't really matter. And, well, it's not that it's never going to happen. but I highly doubt that it's going to happen. After what they did with Panda Global, I doubt Nintendo's willing to do anything with that community anymore, because that was the most disrespectful, blatantly stupid, one of the biggest mistakes that the Smash community has. I mean, they've made many mistakes, but that was one of the biggest mistakes that they ever made. They're complete morons. The community is run by absolute idiots that allowed the destruction of Panda Global to commence and to egg people on to publicly bash and get everyone fired at Panda, or to be let go because of the community pressure, was absolutely the dumbest move. And everybody that took a part in that is a complete moron. I will say that to their face. I will say that to anybody. I'll say it to the homies that I know. Anybody that took part in the destruction of Panda Global is a complete moron. And you completely, you played yourself. So I don't feel any sympathy towards anybody that had a part in destroying Panda Global. Big love to Carlos Hernandez with the $5. And says, my favorite thing to hear is how people say, let the pros help with games. Yet it's very well known that they hide stuff to make the characters better. Okay, yeah. Shoutouts. Thank you so much to Carlos Hernandez. Thank you so much for the $5 dono. That is 21 on the board. We are humming along. Thank you so much. And that does tie you up with Mr. Shaw X for the Hokage and Stream Ninja lead. Carlos H. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Anybody does 5 or more, you can type or pass up Carlos H. and Shaw X, the Fiber Man. Thank you guys so much for the support tonight, man. It means a lot. Shoutouts. All right. 5 on there. Is the game rollback netcode is? I've always heard, but I never knew what it does. Is that what rollback netcode is? Casual noob, just go check out, if you're curious about rollback netcode and how it works and all of that, go check out some vids. There's some short vids on it in terms of how it works, in terms of that. But yes, it's predictive in terms of like what button you're probably going to press based off of what you've been pressing and based off of what's the logical next thing to press. So yes, that's what rollback netcode is, in a very short, condensed way. But if you want to know more about it, go check out video. There's plenty of videos on that. I wouldn't say Smash Brothers don't deserve anything good for them. I would say that the Smash players that caused the destruction of Panda Global don't deserve anything good in terms of them coming their way. Those people, they don't deserve anything. And they've not apologized either. They're unapologetic to doing that. So they deserve nothing. They deserve nothing. So it's AI. AI's been used in games for forever. There's a difference between generative AI and then regular AI. Let's see here. Ludwig and Moist knew what they were doing when the Panda Cup situation. They made a bunch of misinformation about Smash and Nintendo. They did. Ludwig and Moist did do that as well. Yeah, they are two of the biggest problems. But they're both rich millionaires, so it's easy for them. They don't need the Smash community to continue being rich millionaires. But I mean, that's the normal way of things. Really rich people that have everything have no problem galvanizing and destroying things that make things worse for other people. Have you heard that before? That seems to be a thing that happens a lot. Really rich people that don't really need that have no problem doing things behind the scenes or right in front of your face to destroy things for other people. Because it doesn't matter if this goes their way or not. They're rich. They're already rich and well known. They don't need it, but they feel like doing it because they look like saviors to the plebes and peasants that lick their boots and that love them. And that's what these Smash players do to Ludwig and Moist. They lick their boots as if they're the greatest thing ever. But in actuality, they destroyed so many people that don't have as much money's lives and everything. They completely shattered that for their own egos and for what they thought was what the right thing was, but ultimately was poorly researched. So, congratulations to both of them. I hope you guys are happy. Panda Global's no longer here. Smash Brothers community is the worst that it's been in terms of financially. The worst that I hope it was all worth it. I hope it was all worth it. Good job, guys. I find it funny that Moist, because first-person reactive video hasn't done anything with technical because it would be proved to Moist and Logan was wrong. I mean, yeah, of course they haven't. They knew that they were wrong, but their egos will prevent them from saying, I was wrong. You know, that's the difference between somebody who actually was raised with a bit more, and then someone who wasn't. Or honor or whatever, is that people that are wrong are willing to admit that they were wrong, and there's a lot of people that won't admit that they were wrong because of what they did. So it's fine, right? It's fine. I'll never forgive the Smash community for all the damage they caused. It's insane, man. It's insane. I'm not gonna say who I talked to, but I actually got to talk to some people in person at some events that I went to over some of the things that happened, man. And it's even worse than it seems. Like it's bad, but they literally ruined so many people's lives. Like those events ruined many people's lives. I'm not talking like 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm talking like hundreds of people's lives. Like left them with no money, left them with no job, left them with no career path. And yeah, they got to rebound and get on their feet and do what they need to do. But it literally left people in such bad shape. But, you know, who cares, right? George FT with the $2 dono says, sadly, you're on the nose with the rich people in general. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then they'll act like there's some type of saviors for the common person. They're not. They're really not. They're really not. But, you know, it is what it is. What can you do? Once again, can't really do much. Like I said, these people got egos the size of, you know, the size of Antarctica. So it don't really matter what I say. I'm a nothing to them. They don't care. To be honest, the community did it to themselves. It wasn't ever going to work. Yeah. But there are some people that drove the stake in further. The problem with the community that I see is that a lot of the community, they're very much drones. It's tough for them to think for themselves. And when one of their messiahs says something, they often go along with it without much evidence or proof contrary, or very little proof to back up. And they're usually reactionary. They will react faster than logic. Logic sometimes does not apply to these people. They're very emotional, highly emotion state, and they don't necessarily think things clearly through and implications of saying X or Y thing. And you've seen it by the lawsuits that have happened over the years in the Smash community. There's been major lawsuits. You've seen it by the general instability, the unableness to actually bag big time sponsors, and the fact that the community is just not where it needs to be. Like, this is evidence of this. So, of the instability and the lack of leadership across the board. So, not saying that it needs to be perfect, not saying that it should be perfect. No organization is perfect. Nobody is perfect. But how poorly ran this whole ship is, I think it all accumulates with the situation with Hacks as well. With Hacks Money and his consistent ban in the community. I think that tells you everything that you need to know about the leadership of the Smash community. So there's that. Let's see, these crazy Smash players thought Free May was gonna smoking gun to bash Nintendo shut down. Panda Global was the real smoking gun. These Smashers, yeah, I know, seriously. Do you see the Smash community ever rebounding in the future? No, not with the people that they currently have in charge. Not with the TOs that they have in charge. No, they need to. It needs a whole new, fresh. What we need to see is that we need to see like a civil war between people with power that know what the hell they're doing compared to the people that have it, TO power, right? That can control some of the biggest tournaments. And if we ever get that split, think of it like, I don't know, like the American Civil War, right? You have the Confederates and you have the Yankees or the Union or whatever the case is, right? And like what we would need is that we would need somebody, but let's just leave out the slavery part. Let's just talk about it in modern terms and what happened. So just leave out all the bad things about the Civil War here in America and just think about it as we would need enough people on one side of the fence to say, this is stupid. We want to break away from this and start our own thing, right? But there's not enough people that do that, right? They're still all somewhat connected in some type of way, and they consistently make bad decisions altogether in one way. And then when someone makes a good decision, somebody else makes a bad decision. There is no, there is not a lot of unity unless when it's certain topics, then there is unity. One of the topics was destroy Panda Global. One of the topics was destroy Hacks. Make sure Hacks never gets back into play anywhere. They unified for that. They unified to destroy Panda Global, but on other topics, oh, well, I don't know, they'll unify when they feel like there's a need to do something. So it's very unstable, you know, very, very, very unstable. Yes, Hax lost his leg. I'm not going to talk about it too much here, but yes, Hax jumped in front of a train, and fortunately, the train, I guess, hit him, and he spun maybe, and his leg was amputated. Yeah. I remember your stream with Triforce, where you mentioned how Evo and Crazy Smash Bros. Intentions of charity. Nintendo looked back at Evo 2013. Yeah, that was an interesting stream. Char with the $2 says, "What's a TO? Tournament organizer. Tournament organizer. Somebody who organizes the tournament. So they set their rules. So they have a lot of power, you know, if you organize a tournament. But also, you know, top players obviously have a lot of power as well, in terms of certain things. So thank you for the $2 though, Chartard. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it needs a complete overhaul. Complete overhaul. Thank you so much for the 2 though. People want to call out Nintendo for being evil, but it's not even about a Nintendo thing, man. Like this, like I said, this community, it's not good. It's not good right now. You know, it's not good. It's not on a good path. They don't have leaders that are willing to make the game grow and be better and be bigger. They don't have the leadership to get that done. And it needs to bring people in that know what they're doing. There's very few people in that community that know what they're doing. And the people that do know what they're doing, they've been silenced. They've been pushed aside. They've been hushed. So, yeah. Joey T says, I'm not familiar with the competitive scene, so if I understand, Moist Lovebook are responsible for fracturing Nintendo's relationship with competitive smashing. They are not solely responsible. No, I am not going to pin it just on them. They do take some blame in what happened, though. Ludwig scheduling a tournament, the invitational on the same day or whatever, the same weekend as the official sponsored one with Panda Global or whatever with Nintendo. In addition to Moist making videos that definitely seem uninformed in terms of waiting for everything to come out about Panda Global, in terms of things. So they played their part. They played their part in the destruction of Panda Global, which they both know. Monolith Soft Ninja, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. There's no fixing it, in my opinion. Too many passionate Smash people are just among the strangest people I've ever interacted with. Yeah, like I said, that's why they need a completely new, they need a succession. They need to break away. They need a brand new leadership. They need new people, or there needs to be like generations that go by. Like, let's say you get all the people that are TOs now, they all quit, and like the new generation comes about that has better ideas. Like the generation that plays Smash that are maybe 14, 15, 16, 17 years old right now, like in 10 years, when most of the people that are playing right now that are in their late 20s or 30s, some of them even in their 40s, you know, that are, you know, maybe still playing or organizing, they all say, okay, I'm done with this. And they hand it off to that's what it's going to take. It's going to take the new generation getting older and replacing these dinosaurs that don't know what they're doing, you know, that was clearly on display with the whole hack situation. Like, eventually one of these days, like, the old guard that all hate hacks, or the old guard that all feel like, they'll all go aside, all right, and they'll do something else, and then the new people will take over. Then once those new people take over, then there might be a way for there to be a fracture, like a healed relationship with Nintendo, or there might be something else. But until that happens, it's not going to be great. These people have proven that they don't know what they're doing. So I wonder how Nintendo's going to interact with the Smash community when Switch 2 comes out. They're not really going to. I don't see anything happening. I don't see them interacting with them at all. Well, I mean, I could be wrong, though. I'm actually glad I never paid much attention to the competitive side of Smash. Unfortunately, I feel like it's going to get crazy with the new Smash game. I mean, I'll say this. Like, I think that Nintendo might have an invitational for the new Smash game. I mean, they might do that. They say, hey, look, we'll bring some people in. You know, that was even amongst the tensions that they've had, right? In the past, they still had 2 invitationals, if I'm not correct. An invitational for Smash for Wii U, and an invitational for Smash Ultimate. So it's definitely possible that Nintendo still continues that with the new Smash game. But I think that might be where it starts and it stops, right? Where they can control everything. I don't think it's going to go any further than that. Big love to the combos, guys. 25 on the board. 5 more. We have a 30-minute extension on the stream. We've already been going for about an hour, so that's crazy. But thank you guys so much for coming out, and make sure you hit that like button, hit the notification bell. Appreciate that, guys. Eagles or Chiefs? I don't know. One of them will win. I'll probably pick the Chiefs because the Chiefs will have the refs on their side. So Chiefs. So yeah. Smash community is overall strange. I recently watched the video about a girl straight up scamming people over custom controllers and people just looking the other way. Yeah, that was Technical's video. I watched that video as well. Yeah, really strange, right? It's just okay. It's at Technicals is like, what would be like the villain equivalent? Like Sephiroth? I think he's like Sephiroth or something like that, or dude, I don't know. What's the dude from Mega Man X? The dude from Mega Man X, the bald guy? He's like that guy, or he's like, bro, whenever they see him or his video, it's like dun 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 Sigma dun 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 Technicals, and it's just like, oh no, Technicals dropped the video. It starts making them be completely irrational. Like they start being literally. There's nothing more scarier than a Technicals video to a Smash player. They all logic. I mean, they're already not logical, but any shred of logic completely is just. He feels Technicals has those boys scared, man. Boys and girls scared, completely scared to the point to where he gets death threats. He gets crazy psychos wanting to physically hurt him over a video, researching a video. I had so many Smash players block me because I was in one of Technical's videos. For those who don't know, well, listen. Technical's made a small comment about me in one of the videos when it comes to the situation with hacks or whatever, right? A little behind this, I supplied Technicals with a little bit of information on a couple of the people that were in the videos that he was talking about, because those people were talking crazy to me. They were talking crazy. So before they deleted their comments and before they I screenshotted all of them. And I just, I slipped a few to Technicals, okay? And because I knew they'd do that. I knew they would. I knew these guys would, because they're trying to out me as some type of bad person. They're trying to say, "Oh, you're misgendering. You're doing." I'm like, if you don't stop, just cut the cap. You know, the usual tactics from weirdos online. So I was like, all right, y'all want to do that? I'm gonna do a little bit of this. So, so after that video, I was blocked by a lot of these people. So after that vid, I was blocked by a lot of them. Leffen and all these guys blocked me after that vid. The victims of Leffen and some of the other stuff. It was interesting or whatever. I don't care. I'm just doing what was factually done. There was no animosity towards it. These were the facts. The facts were, this is what you said to me. This is what you tried to do. All I did was provide a screenshot. I didn't say anything more or anything less. That's all I did. Yeah, definitely Undertaker me. Definitely Undertaker me, bro. Definitely Undertaker. The tech might be closer to Keemstar, but he admits that he's wrong in his current video. Nah, I don't consider him Keemstar. Keemstar does not research. Keemstar just reports and says, oh, he just does that. Technicals actually researches and interviews and does, Keemstar doesn't research like that. I mean, Keemstar just is more about, like, blah, blah, blah. Let's just talk about it. Let's make up stuff for drama, right? Technicals doesn't do that. Technicals researches heavily before he does things. I mean, there's some similarities, but I don't see it as the same. Oh, buffering. No. Yeah, there's... Okay, sorry about that, guys. Give me 1 second. YouTube is corny, man. I got buffering. We're seeing such as viewers... Yeah, I don't... Hold the line. Refresh the stream. Hold the line, guys. Hold the line. Seems fine now. Yeah, I think it might have been a few windows that I had, but even then, it really shouldn't. I don't know why it buffers like that, because Twitch does not buffer like that. I'm definitely not buffering on Twitch. At least I don't think I am. So. Okay, or am I buffering on Twitch? Focus, am I buffering on Twitch too? Never mind, maybe it is. I gotta fix my connection's good. I don't know what the problem is. My connection's good. My connection's not bad. Anyway, it seems like it's okay now. I'm barely using my CPU is not being taxed at all. So it's like less than 8% on my CPU. Anyway, let's continue on here. Hold the line. Hold the line one more time. All right. So if you guys have questions, comments, whatever the case is, you can put them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Let's go over some of the sales numbers too, though, guys. We did get some new sales numbers for Nintendo Switch worldwide sales. So let's go over it. So this is for the sales. Switch worldwide sales top 150 million.86. So that's pretty much over 151 million if you count up the sales for January as well. This goes to the end of December. So it's from like October to December. October, November, December. Yeah, October, November, December. So it goes over those last 3 months for Q3. Then we got one more quarter. We got January, February, March. One more quarter for the year, for the FY. And yeah, now we have some sales numbers to go over. So Switch worldwide sales top 150.86 million. We've got Super Mario Party Jamboree did pretty good, 6.17 million. Mario and Luigi Brothership did good as well, 1.84 million. And Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom did 3.91 million. So that's up from the 2.56 million. So another million plus added on, 1.4 million or so added on for Echoes of Wisdom. Next up, the top 10 is pretty much the same. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Animal Crossing, Smash Brothers, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Odyssey, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Although I do want to add a couple notes here, like I said in my video. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is going to pass Pokemon Sword and Shield. Probably the next update. It will probably pass the next update or the update after. One of those two updates. So by, April or May of this year, we'll hear about it. Or by, by May of this year, we'll hear about it. Or by later in the year, fall. Another thing is Super Mario Odyssey is almost at 30 million. So shout out to Super Mario Odyssey. And then another thing is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is probably going to hit 70 million plus. Because it sold another 3 million in the past quarter. Another thing, Tears of the Kingdom crossed 21 million. It was actually underneath 20 million. Or no. Yeah, underneath 21 million. It was a bit underneath it. And it actually did, I think, over 500,000, almost 600,000. So pretty good for the holiday. Those discounts and sales. So that's good. 21 million should hit 22 to 23 million this year. Maybe even more, depending on if there is a 4K update or something like that, right? And unlike last time, people were saying, oh, it outsold, Breath of the Wild outsold Tears of the Kingdom in the quarter. Well, it didn't happen this time. So we didn't see the stupid tweets from people. We wouldn't want to talk about that. All right. And yeah, you just got some updates on here. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. It's outsold the GameCube version, so that's good. 2.06 million. Brothership, 1.84. That's good. Luigi's Mansion, that's fine. 1.8, that's fine. Nintendo Switch Sports is the surprise hit that nobody saw coming. 15.74 million. And then we also got Mario Bros. Sales. And Super Mario Bros. Wonder, we got an update on that game, which is interesting. And that game sold 15.51 million. So in about a year, a little bit over a year and a couple months, because I think the game came out at the end of October. So about a year and a month or so of sales, right? Let's just say that. It sold 15 million, almost 16 million, going on 16 million. So that's pretty good. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is at 18 million. And it's been out since January 2019. So it's going to pass up New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe probably next year at some point. Probably next year. Maybe at the end of this year if there's like more bundles and sales. But probably, I would bank on maybe like next year. Maybe at the end of it. Maybe by the end of this year, though. Maybe by the end of this year. So we'll see. No updates on Metroid numbers. No updates on any of that. Zero updates on Xenoblade. Zero updates on like Luigi's Mansion. Zero updates on anything else for that wasn't in this week's quarter or in their investor reports. They only talked about Mario game sales because they wanted to advertise that the Mario movie is helping boost Mario sales. So that's the only reason why we got those expanded sales numbers outside of that. But usually they only have the sales numbers within the quarter if it passed 1 million. That's what they only do. So if it was if it didn't do over 1 million in that quarter, you're not going to see it. So that's how they usually do it. All right, so we're gonna do back to that.
Overclock Buster!
Shout out to the overclock though. We're close to the next overclock. 5 more combos and we'll get that next overclock. But anyway, these sales numbers have sparked a plethora of idiots online. I ran into one guy that was so dumb, and I knew that he was just making stuff up. I mean, people online will act like they know what they're talking about, and it's just funny to me. He goes, "Oh, well, with these sales numbers, I don't see them passing the PS2." And I'm like, why? I'm like, why? I'm like, let me ask you a question. I'm like, how much did the PS2 sell after the PS3 came out, and why? And here's what he tells me, okay? Remember, the PS2 launched in 2000. The PS3 launched in 2006, if I'm not correct. Yeah, 2006. And you know what he told me? He said, and he tried to sound smart about it. Approximately 4 million units. That's what he told me. And this is just there's a bunch of stupid people that are just saying whatever they want. They have no idea what they're talking about. And I'm like, did you just say that the PS2 sold only 4 million units after the PS3 launched? So that means when the PS3 launched, the PS2 was at 156 million units because it has 160 million units now. So what you're trying to tell me is that it sold 156 million units in 6 years. Guys, the PS2 did not sell 156 million units in 6 years. It just didn't. It just didn't. Jose Hernandez with the subscription. I appreciate it. MK is amazing despite being more than 8 years old. And Wii U port, it's not more than 8 years old. I mean, it's more than 8 years old. Well, I guess deluxe version you can't get all the features, but yeah, it's 11 years old. PS2 are the players. PS2 are these weirdos. Last minute Bastion to Bastion to the Switch sales. I don't have a problem with people thinking PS2 is better or it's going to outsell. My problem is making up information for you to have your opinion. That's my issue, is that putting misinformation out there. He said approximately 4 million. I asked him, where did you get that 4 million from? He will not answer me. This is the problem that I have. It's just randos just sitting here putting out bad information. Like when you can research, like this stuff is like available to the public. It's not like it's not available. You can see that the PS2 did not sell 156 million units by 2006. That is very clearly, easily information to look up. That's my issue that I have, is people just out here lying to make themselves feel better. I don't know, to feel smart. I don't know what they're doing. They're still producing. I know Jim Ryan's about ready to change the numbers right now. Like, don't worry, guys. Jim Ryan's on it. PS2 numbers are inflated. I don't know if the PS2 numbers are inflated. Here's what I do know. I know that, look, they're saying 160 million. They're saying more than 160 million. Oh man, if they change that number again, I'm personally gonna go stone cold stun Jim Ryan. I don't care if he's not the CEO anymore. I'm stone cold stunning Jim Ryan. I'm going to RKO out of nowhere the Todoroki or whoever the new guy is, and just for good measure, I'm gonna 5-star frog splash Herman Holst and his boomerang hairline. I'm gonna 5-star frog splash that dude too while I'm at it. They all getting special moves. And I might even hit up Shuhei Yoshida. I'm gonna put him in the Lex Luger rack. I'm gonna put him in the that useless move. Put him in the Lex Luger rack. Put him in the rack, man. Seriously. It's okay to be second. Yeah, I know. The DS is in second place right now. The Switch is in third place. The DS is in second. But it's probably going to pass it up. The Switch is probably, on this sales rate, it's probably going to pass it up at this rate. It took the PS2 130 something months to reach 150 million units. It took the Switch 94 months to reach 150 million units. It took the DS quicker than that. DS reached it in about 80 something months, but the DS also was like $99 at one point. So yeah, it was DS had some crazy fire sales. But yeah, the Switch has had 0 price cuts, and that's why I believe that if Nintendo actually wants to outsell the PS2, they can. All they got to do is bundle it and sell it cheaper. All they got to do is cut off maybe $50 on every single one, bundle it with the game or two, and you've probably got yourself in excess of 10 million units in sales right there. If you want to do that, that option's available. But yeah, they're probably going to sell. They probably have a stock of at least 10 to 15 million units left. They're probably going to sell through that stock no matter what. So I'd probably say that the ending sales for the Nintendo Switch are going to be around 160 something million units. That'll probably where it'll be end at. They'll finish out whatever stock that they already have, that they've already produced, and then they probably won't do much more than that. They probably won't. You see Paul's tweet comparing the sales timeline. I did see that as well. I did see that. But second place, is first loser. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm not sure if it is in this case, to be honest. Like, the Switch has sold 150 million units, and it's been more profitable than any system that Sony's ever made. It's been more profitable than all of Nintendo's systems that they've done before combined. So, I don't know. If that's what you call second place being first loser, I'm pretty sure Nintendo will take that second place. They've been more profitable than anybody else. So I don't know if that's. I mean, if you're gonna put a number like, hey, you're a loser, I'm like, I'll take that losing if that's the case. But like I said, yeah, they've been more. You can take the Wii, the DS, you can take all those generations. You can combine them. The Switch has been more profitable. Now that's obviously due to a number of different things. Like, for example, the NSO. Nintendo's never had NSO, and like profitability comes from these subscription services. So there's that. They could just be like the PS2 and keep making them almost a decade after. They could, but the PS2 also did a number of different things in order to sell. It wasn't just because they were making them, it was because they were doing things actively to sell them. So for example, you can go to Brazil and get them for like a bag of chips and like, I don't know, like a Shuhei Yoshida coin. Like, you really didn't need much to buy a PS2 in the late days in Brazil. It was very cheap, and they were able to sell a pretty big amount in certain countries, in certain, South American countries and things like that, and in certain European countries, because of those cheap PS2 bundles. The Toy Story bundle was big here in the US. It was like $100 or like $150 or something like that. And you get like Toy Story, like 2 games, you get like 2 controllers, you get like 2 memory cards, or they had a variety of plethora of like Ratchet and Clank and just different bundles that they would do in order to sell those extra systems. So yeah, I don't think Nintendo's gonna go that far, but I do think that if they do have a plan put together, that would probably be it. That's probably gonna be their plan, would be to do that. And yes, absolutely, the hybrid form factor, because once again, they're combining their home console and portable. That also helped tremendously with the sales, like to have that, because Japan loves handhelds. America's more about, they like handhelds, but America also likes more of the physical at-home boxes. Same thing goes for like Europe. But if you have a hybrid, you can have all of it. You have your home console and you have your portable all in one. So it suits everybody's needs for the most part. I think the PS2 still deserves the highest spot. What does deserve mean? Why do you say deserve? So call a spade, even if the Switch ultimately outsells PS2, weirdos will keep making excuses and moving the goalposts in order to downplay Switch sales. Yes, that will happen, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. The DS sales number is combined with the original DS and 3DS sales? No. The 3DS is not the DS, I sizzle. The 3DS is its own system. The DS is only combined with other systems that are also a DS. So the regular DS, the DS Lite, the DSi, DSi XL, anything that's considered a DS is combined. Same thing goes for Game Boy. Game Boy, Game Boy Light, Game Boy Color. Same thing goes for Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, Game Boy Micro. It's only the system itself and its revisions or new models. It's never a different generation that plays like, well, I wouldn't say plays different games, because Game Boy Color plays different games and exclusives, but that's still the same line of the Game Boy, ultimately. You know, so they don't combine it with other next, like they won't combine like a Game Boy Advance and a DS, or they won't combine a Game Boy or a Game Boy Advance sales. They'll only put it per what the system is. When the PS2 released in 2000, it was priced at $299. 2006, it was priced at $129. Imagine if the NS had a price drop after 6 years. Nintendo have some space to do price drop after NS2. Exactly. That's what I think they're going to do. I think it's going to be a clean $50 off the top of every single model. So you can get the Switch Lite for $150. You can get the Switch, the regular Switch V2 for $250. You can get the Switch OLED for $300, and then you get the Switch 2 for $400. That's what I think it's going to be, but we'll see. Let's see here. $129 from 2006 is over $200 now. Yeah, and that's still $150 cheaper than a Switch OLED. And that's still $100 cheaper than a Switch V2. And that's still just only the price of a Switch Lite. So even if you use inflation to try to make it look like it's, it's still more money. Not really. It's still not more money than a Switch OLED, which the best-selling system Nintendo has right now, currently, in terms of like what sells the best in the current sales numbers. It's the Switch OLED at $350. So yeah. Switch Lite is $200. Switch Lite is $200, yes, but that's the worst-selling model out of all the different systems. The Switch Lite is not a high-selling model. What sells the most is the Switch OLED. Switch OLED and Switch V2 sell the most. People want to actually switch. You know, they don't want something that doesn't switch. So the Switch Lite is just usually bought as like an extra device or for kids, from what my understanding is, or people that travel, they like that. But most of the sales, if you look at the Japanese sales, if you look at the sales ratios that we have pretty much around the world, the Switch OLED is by far the best selling device. And like, it's clearly, I'm not just saying that just to say it, like it's the data is right there. You can go on Japan, you can see it. Let's see, what if Nintendo don't drop the price of Switch 1? Then I don't see it passing up the PS2 unless they consistently make games for it. So you consistently get, Pokemon, and you consistently get games for it. That's the only way that it would. But they definitely need a price drop if they want to eke out this last one anytime soon, at least. I mean, they could wait it out, but yeah, I don't think that'd be a thing. Just me, my opinion. I think they had better games than Switch. Most of the Nintendo games on Switch are ports from Wii U. That's not true. That's not true at all. In terms, your opinion's fine. If you think that they have better games, that's fine. But saying most of the games for the Nintendo Switch are ports from Wii U, that is false. That is factually false. So, I mean, we can break it down more if you want, Wally Tiger, but I'm pretty sure you want to trust me on this one. I mean, I can break out the sales numbers. I actually have all of Nintendo's first party sales. Every single million seller. I have every single million seller. So we can go down each one, right? They have 72 million sellers right now. And I can guarantee you most, which would be like, what would you consider most? 80, 90, 70, 80, 90%. I can guarantee you 70% or higher are not Wii U ports. Guarantee you. It's not close to being true. No, you're wrong. I mean, do you want to put money on it? You want to bet? Or are you going to trust me as someone who's been covering Nintendo and as your elite ninja, as your Hokage? You want to trust me? Or do you want me to actually bring out proof? I mean, if I were you, I would just say, you know what, OJ? I trust you, man. You're here. I wouldn't say this if it wasn't true. But I mean, we can do this if you want. I mean, I don't mind. Christian tried to do this the other day, and we literally proved him wrong in like half a second. So, I mean, we can do this. We can do it. We can do it if you want. Let's see. Adroxus with the 17 months. Thank you so much, Adroxus. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 17 months. Okay, many of their games are Wii U ports. What's the definition of many? What is the definition of many? What is that definition? What is that? Many? They have 72 plus million sellers. There are a number of Wii U ports. But many? No, I wouldn't even consider it many. I would say there are a number. There are definitely a number, but it wouldn't be many. Many would be like 50%, 60% are Wii U ports, and that's just not the case. I mean, like, how far do we want to go here? Do we want to keep moving the goalpost? I'm not interested in people's feelings either. I'm interested in facts. So, like I said, if you feel that the PS2 deserved it because they had better games, that's fine. That's good for you. But let's not confuse that with actual, like, facts. Because you say, oh, well, they're all Wii U ports. That's not true. Now you say, oh, well, many are. No, that's also not true. if you compare it to the total number of games. So we can do this if you want. Bring out the numbers. Bring out the numbers. All right, I got you guys. Give me a second. I think I have it bookmarked right here. All right, here we go. Here are the 72 million sellers overall for the Nintendo Switch. 72 million sellers. So let's go down the list and we can see. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, obviously, port. Animal Crossing New Horizons, new game. Sorry for the flickering light. Smash Brothers, new game. Breath of the Wild, I guess if you want to consider that a port, sure. Super Mario Odyssey, new game. Pokemon Sword and Shield, new game. Scarlet and Violet, new game. Tears of the Kingdom, new game. Super Mario Party, new game. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, port. Nintendo Switch Sports, new game. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, new game. Ring Fit Adventure, new game. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, new game. Diamond and Pearl, that's a remake. I don't know what you want to consider that. It's not a port from Wii U though, so I'm just going to say new game. Pokemon Legends Arceus, new game. Luigi's Mansion 3, new game. Splatoon 2, new game. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, port. Part new game? Sure, let's just call it a port. Mario Party Superstars, whatever you want to call that is, it's not a port from Wii U. New game. Splatoon 3. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, that's not really a Wii U port. I don't know what you want to call that. We can call it a port, sure. Super Mario Maker 2, new game. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, new game. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, remake, not a Wii U port. Super Mario Party Jamboree, new game. Clubhouse Games, new game. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze port. Mario Tennis Aces, new game. Curly Style Allies, new game. Skyward Sword is not a Wii U port, but I don't know, whatever you want to call that. Fire Emblem 3 Houses, new game. Echoes of Wisdom, new game. 1-2 Switch, new game. Pikmin 4, new game. Paper Mario the Origami King, new game. Crafted World, is that the port? I think that's the port, or is that the new game? I'm not sure. Whatever Crafted World is. Super Mario RPG, that's not a Wii U port. It's a remake, so we're not going to count that. Age of Calamity, new game. Metroid Dread, new game. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, new game. ARMS, new game. Mario Strikers Battle League, new game. Mario Golf Super Rush, new game. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is a Wii U port. Pokemon Snap, new Pokemon Snap, new game. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, that is a Wii U port. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, that is a GameCube remaster or remake. GameCube remake, so we're not counting that. Pokemon DX port. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, I think that is a remake as well. Big Brain Academy, I don't know what that is. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, that is a Wii U or Wii remaster, so that's not a Wii U port. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, new game. Octopath Traveler, new game. Mario & Luigi Brothership, new game. Kirby Return to Dreamland, that is a Wii enhanced remaster. Luigi's Mansion 2, that is a 3DS enhanced remaster. Miitopia, that is a 3DS game. Mario Kart Live, new game. Fire Emblem Engage, new game. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, new game. Nintendo Labo, new game. Metroid Prime Remastered, that is a GameCube remaster. WarioWare Get It Together, new game. Astral Chain, new game. Katawata's Brain Training for Switch, I don't know what that is. I think it's a new game. Bayonetta 1, that is that's a 360 game. It's also on Wii U, so we can count it for Wii U port. Bayonetta 2, that's a Wii U port. Princess Peach Showtime, new game. Game Builder Garage, new game. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, that is a Game Boy Advance remake. Bayonetta 3, new game. Clearly, that was not many or all Wii U ports. Literally, it's pretty small percentage of those games are Wii U ports. So, out of those 70 games, the majority of them are not Wii U ports. It's not even close. It's not even close. So, you should have just trusted me, Wiley. You should have just trusted me. Now we had to do this, and now you look even worse. If you would have just stopped while you're ahead, people would have just been like, all right, man, he didn't know. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But no, most of the games are not Wii U ports. So there you go. Or many. Not even many. I would say many you have to have at least like half. There's 72 games here. It's not even close to half. It's like maybe like 10? Maybe like less than 10%? So it is what it is. It's okay. I think a lot of you guys wanted to see those numbers anyway. So let's see here. Which game was on Wii U that's not on Switch though? Wildy Tiger, I am not going to sit here and bend over to you sitting here and trying to move the goalpost at this much. Just sit down and enjoy the stream. Just sit down and enjoy the stream at this point. I ain't going back and forth with you tonight. I ain't going. I appreciate your Elite Ninja membership, but it starts and stops right here, my man. You got cooked harder than Party Man on Super Mario Party back in 2018 when he couldn't flip the meat. My man got cooked like a hibachi that was on his last day, that was fighting for his job, that was fighting. You got cooked like a hibachi, bro. Just sit this one out. Not trolling though. I did generally believe PS2 just nobody said that you're not allowed to believe that, Wily Tiger. What I did fight back on, what I did push back on was your bullshit. That's all I pushed back on, was with the lie. That's all BS. Sorry. Excuse my French. All I did was push back on your lie, on your false information. That's all I did, because what you said was false. You can have whatever opinion you want. I don't care if you like PS2 more. You probably haven't even played most of the games on the Nintendo Switch. Chances are you haven't even played them. So I don't really care about your opinion. Your opinion is whatever you want. That's fine. If you want to have the opinion that, I don't care if somebody thinks that the freaking Virtual Boy deserves the best sales. I don't care. It's your opinion. You can have whatever opinion you want. You've stated that opinion multiple times. Nobody cares about that. What people do care about is you being wrong. Like, you putting out wrong. Most of the games are Wii U ports. That is false. Like, that's what people care about. People don't care about what you personally like. Whatever you like is what you like. That's cool. People love the PS2. PS2 is incredible. I have no problem with that. PS2 is one of my favorite systems. But what people push back on and say that's BS is you lying about the other stuff. Most of the games are Wii U ports. That is a lie. That is not true. So that's all I push back on. I didn't push back on your opinion. I pushed back on you lying. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Got cooked harder than OJ did on Multiverses, and he didn't take a single stock from the cat. Well, wait, there are some Wii U ports. So Wiley took a few stocks. I mean, but we already knew about that, so I guess it was like me maybe getting a couple hits on the cat, but I'm taking no stock. I don't know. But no, we knew that there were some Wii U ports, so I did get some hits. I did get some hits in. Or did I get any hits? I don't remember. I don't know if I ever actually hit Void. I think I hit the cat a few times. Did I get some hits? You could have fooled me. You could have fooled me, bro. I don't remember. I don't remember. I think I got some hits on the cat. I couldn't figure out Tom and Jerry. I couldn't figure out those two little weirdos, but yeah, man. No, it's all good, Wily, man. It's all good fun and in good jest. It's all in good fun and good jest. Like, I realize, to be honest, man, a lot of people feel the same way that you feel. And the reason why a lot of people feel the same way that you feel is because people just like to talk about Wii U. They like to talk about Wii U's failures. They like to talk about Wii U. Wii U being talked about as a failure or this and that is more popular than the actual system in terms of what it is. So when a game came over from Wii U to the Switch, people bring it up. Oh, look, it failed, so it's here again, you know? And that's why you probably think that's why you probably think that. You probably think in your mind, oh yeah, it's all Wii U ports because of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe selling, you know, that much, because Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, right? Because of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, you got 3 games in the top 10 that are ports. That's 30%. So maybe you're thinking, whoa, maybe 30 something or 40%, or like it's all Wii U games. It's not really. You see what I'm saying? But there are 3 Wii U games in the top 10. But if you look at all their games that they published, clearly it's not all Wii U ports. Clearly it's not. It's clearly more new games and remakes or remasters from different systems, not on the Wii U. So, shout out to Sicilian with the $2. Says, as a Sony fan, many bought the PS2 for a DVD player. That is true. Many did buy the PS2 for a DVD player. That is 100% true. Huddy with the $2 says, you watched the Capcom presentation, what I miss? Onimusha 2, and Monster Hunter Wild got a new trailer. But yeah, Onimusha 2 is getting a remaster as well. So yeah, pretty good. We are one combo away from the 30-minute extension. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. I appreciate that. Wii U barely had first-party games, though. That is the conundrum of the Wii U. It's It failed, it flopped, it had no games. But then at the same time, all the games on the Nintendo Switch are just Wii U games. There's so many Wii U ports. There's so many Wii U ports. It's just flooded. It's like, I thought the Wii U didn't have that many games. Oh, well, that's also true too. Wii U did not have many games, but also the Switch has a million Wii U ports. So it's like both things are true to a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about. Like, usually people who don't know what they're talking about, this is what they do. You know why? Because research and studying is beyond them. There's a lot of people that they just doing research. What's that Patrick meme? Like researching something is the most painful thing for some of y'all to do. And I ain't trying to be mean, but it's the truth. Y'all don't like looking up anything. I still get a lot of you guys sitting there asking me, not you guys, but people on Twitter asking me stuff that can be answered in 1 second on a Google search. And I will have people ask me something. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to be nicer this year, so I'm answering them. But goodness gracious, you could have just took 2 seconds to research that instead of waiting. And bro, they will wait by their phone for me to answer their question. They will wait. They're just, I'm going to wait for OJ to answer my question right now. Like, they will wait by their phone. They could have Google searched that, and it would have took them 2 seconds to do that. But, you know, it's fine. Let's see here. Bro, it's 2025 and you still have people like, oh, wow, who think most games that Switch are Wii U ports. Yeah, once again, research is not in mass commodity for many people. It is not. People don't like to research, and that's okay. I am happy that people don't like to research as much. You know why? Because it employs people like myself. If all of you guys research the way that I research, I don't know if I'd have a job right now with what I'm doing. So I'm actually thankful for people who allow me to entertain them with research that you don't want to do. This whole thing that we just did right now was incredibly entertaining, in my opinion. Y'all had fun. I saw the comments. Y'all were having fun, cook, whatever. It's all in good fun and jest. But that's why it's important. That's why it's fun. I will do the research. I will look up the stuff, and I will tell you the facts. This is my second time in the past month or so doing this, because Christian also said the same thing a few weeks ago. And I was like, no, that's not true. And I think off the top of my head, I just listed a bunch of games that were like, no, there's this many games, clearly, and there's not this many Wii U ports. But this one, Wiley kept on going in saying, no, it is, no, it is. So I had to bust out okay, well, let me get out the actual, you know, the actual numbers here in terms of Nintendo's first party sellers or published titles, whatever you want to call it. Let's see here. Maybe I'm hating because I owned a Wii U. That could be it. That could be it. It could be. And I said that. I said that a lot of people's hatred or their problem with Wii U or whatever, whenever they see a game, they blow it up into proportion. Like they blow it out of proportion. It's like, oh, Mario Kart 8. Oh, 70 million. Oh. Oh, it's all just Wii U. Like, that's what people do. You know what I'm saying? Like, people do that. Like, it's like, well, no, look at the rest of the games. Like, it's like, oh, well, Breath of the Wild. Oh. It's like, okay, well, there's Smash, there's Animal Crossing, there's Ring Fit, there's Super Mario Bros. Wonder, there's Astral Chain, there's Bayonetta 3, there's a lot of Super Mario Party Jam 3, Kirby the Forgotten Land. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot more than just that. Like, there's a lot more. There's still a number of Wii U games that are also just stuck on the Wii U. We still have I think there's a Kirby game. There's a Yoshi game, a Kirby game. There is a Star Fox game. There is a Mario Tennis game. There is what else? I think there's a Paper Mario game. There is, oh gosh, what else is there? There's definitely some more that I'm missing. Obviously, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, clearly. So there's that game. But yeah, there are about maybe about 10. Maybe there's some that I'm missing. But there still is a number. A small number. But a number. I mean, if you want to count Wind Waker, HD. I mean, I guess you can count those. Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. There are those. Those are Wii U games, I guess. You can count those. So that's about, like, what, 8 to 10? Devil's Third. Yeah, Devil's Third. That's still on there. Devil's Third. Game & Wario. Oh, yeah. Game & Wario. Yeah, Game & Wario. Yo, Party Man with the $5. Ninja Peach.
Listen, All that matters is that OJ is gonna get cooked in that new Mario Kart. 24 players with the village is gonna be insane, and I envision game nights being a blast like the old days.
Oh yes, oh
Best
yes.
of all, new theme with the classic motif.
Yes, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I am so excited for the new Mario Kart game. It is going to be a blast. I'm also excited for this too. Let's go!
Overclock Buster!
Yes sir, Overclock Buster. We've got $5 added from Party Man, and that makes it to 34 on the board. We have a 30-minute extension and a three-way tie at the top of the board. What is going on? It is madness between Shaw X, Carlos H, and Party Man. Anybody that's 5 or more, you can type or pass up the three-way tie here at the top of the board. Thank you guys so much for your support today. I appreciate that. 30 on the string back. Let's go. Let's see if we can get to 45. That will be a 45-minute extension on tonight's stream. Splatoon 1. That's another game as well. Splatoon 1. Yep. Mario Maker 1. That's another game. Mario Maker 1 is also on there. Yeah, that's about 10 games now, right, guys? That's about 10 games right now. Xenoblade Chronicles X is finally coming over. So there we go. Xenoblade Chronicles X. How many third-party titles do you think are going to be present at the Switch 2 presentation, if any? I would say at least 10. 5 to 10. Somewhere in that range. Probably more than that. I mean, if it's like the Switch 1 reveal, the Switch 1 reveal actually had, like, you mean like showcased, or do you mean like in a sizzle reel? In a sizzle reel, I think we could see like 50 to 60 games. Like third-party games. Like in a sizzle reel. You know, or maybe 30 to 40 games. So, like, we can see a number of games in a sizzle reel. But in terms of showcase, I mean, I think maybe 5 to 10 games. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but we'll see. But I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of support for sure. Did you hear about the DMC remake rumors? I did not hear about the DMC remake rumors. Party Man, link those rumors to me. Anybody that has it.
I'm breaking this tie law.
Yo!
Play some Mario Kart music, please.
Yes,
Any
sir.
Mario Kart is fine.
Yes, sir. I got you. Big love to Party Man. Let's go. Breaking the tie. Party Man Kart. Oh, man. What do we got? Mario Kart? Mario Kart. How about Mario Kart Double Dash? All right. Here we go. Oh, I want the DK thing. DK. Where's the DK? Mario Kart Double Dash. DK Mountain. Yeah, DK Mountain. I want that. Here we go. Shout outs to Party Man with the big $10 dono. Jow. In the house. Let's go. 30 or 44 on the board and the breakage of the 4 or 3-way tie. Thank you so much, Party Man. I appreciate that. Party Man, you are now 15 on the board. Anybody that's 15 or more, you can tie up or beat out Party Man, and 10 to beat him out on the Stream Ninja board. Thank you so much, Party Man. I appreciate that. Seriously, thank you so much, dude. You are goated, Party Man. Go! Let's see. Isn't DMC rumor literally 4chan? If it's 4chan, then I don't want to know about it, actually. Unless there's actual evidence, like they have some good evidence to show that it is happening. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom does remake Devil May. That is a very believable rumor. If they decided to remake, I mean, Devil May Cry 1, it's okay. It's playable, but it's a little crusty on the sides. A remake would actually be pretty much welcome for that type of game. I mean, if they remade 1 and 2, 3 does. I don't think 3 really needs to be remade. It's actually pretty solid. But I mean, a remake of 1 and 2 would actually be really good. 2 especially. 2 is really bad. But if you remake 1, you're gonna have to remake 2. So, but yeah, 2 would need a complete overhaul. Like 2 would need like a complete like Resident Evil 2 style overhaul. But yeah, I could see them remaking DMC 1 and DMC 2. Maybe leaving DMC 3. Maybe we get like a really nice remaster of DMC 4. But yeah, or like a nice remasters of DMC 3 and 4. But yeah. When are we doing oh my gosh, I know, Party Man. We got to get that done, dude. I'm sorry. Sundays are just so, I get no time. I'm busier than ever these days with my job, my boy, and my other job. It's just like, I literally have zero time, extra time these days. Can't even watch anime, bro. We gotta get it. We'll get it done though. We'll get it done for sure. Splatoon 1, Nintendo Land. Oh yeah, Nintendo Land. Star Fox Zero, Star Fox Guard, Mario Maker 1, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, Tennis, Mario Tennis, Ultra Smash, Paper Mario Color Splash, Game & Wario are still on Wii U. There you go. So that's a number of games right there. Maybe we can plan in March, so closer to 8. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. Let me finish up some other stuff. You know, pardon me, I have some other stuff that's still going on as well, you know, dealing with certain people. So that should be done by the end of February. I'm cross my fingers that'll be done by the end of February. So I'm still dealing with that as well, you know. Let's see here. What's you excited for Monster Hunter Wilds? I'm not like super excited for it, but I'll definitely play it. Yoshi's Woolly World still on the Wii U. Okay, yeah, Yoshi's Woolly World as well still on the Wii U. Yoshi's Woolly World. Switch has the best version of DMC3. The Switch version of DMC3 is pretty good. Yeah, it's nice. But it doesn't have DMC4. Obviously, doesn't have DMC5. So it'd be nice to get those two maybe on Switch 2 at some point. Best of all, Devil's Third Masterpiece is not on the Switch. Yeah, Devil's Third. go watch my gameplay live stream on Devil's Third. It was hilarious. It was really fun. How you gonna play Monster Hunter Wilds with no time? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna play it with no time. I'm gonna try it out for sure. Try it out on the stream for sure. But I don't know how I'm gonna be able to dedicate a lot of time to that game. I don't know, to be honest. Native ports of Kingdom Hearts Trilogy, that would be nice. I would love to see the native ports of them. I mean, I'm not a big Kingdom Hearts guy, but it would be good for the Kingdom Hearts fans out there, for sure. It'd be good for the Kingdom Hearts fans. So... Give me 1 second here, guys. Let's see here. I'm literally taking two PTO days for Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, what do you guys think about the Monster Hunter Wilds, the new gameplay trailer, and then also the Onimusha stuff? What do you guys think about that? Any news on Kingdom Hearts 4? Some people are thinking that at the next state of play, that maybe the Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be at that state of play. That's rumored for the week of Valentine's. So next week? Some people are thinking that. Let's see. No worries, man. Get the job done. You need to get done. I'm here whenever you're ready. Hey, shout outs, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Party Man. I appreciate it, brother. So we got some. I guess this is some new information that's coming in here. Avowed Premium Edition Steelbook. It's $100. Well, it's $95 plus tax, so it's going to be about $100. Amazon, Best Buy, GameStop, Target. And if you want a physical copy of Avowed, the Premium Edition is your only option. But note that it doesn't come with a disc. It comes with a digital code for the game, plus some physical and digital extras. Here's, dude, the code, the code, $100 code in a box. That's insane. Like, it's one thing to have a discounted cheap game, you know, that's a code in a box, but like $100 edition that's just a code in a box for Avowed. There's no physical version of the game. Wow, thanks Microsoft. I mean, I wasn't gonna buy the game. I don't think I was gonna buy the game, but now I'm just really not gonna buy it. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's no actual real physical version of the game. These people, man, these people. I'm guessing none of those games that are coming over from the Xbox over to Switch 2 or to PlayStation 5 are going to be physical. Probably not. I mean, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Yoshi's Woolly World was at least ported to the 3DS. Yeah, that's not good enough. We definitely need it over on the Switch. We need, I think, to me, eventually either we need to get an NSO of all these games or like ports or remasters of a lot of these games. I'm not watching any more trailers for Monster Hunter Wilds. They showed up too much before the game's release. I want to go in mostly blind now. Yeah, that's how I am. Looked awesome for real. Shout outs, let's go. For those who watched it. Already going to get Wilds, but I'm more hyped for Onimusha now. Yes. look, they're gonna have a full ramp up. And Onimusha, the Onimusha 2, the remaster, it's coming to everything. It's, well, actually, no, it's not coming to everything technically. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. So it's not, there's no native PS5 or Xbox Series version. But I mean, obviously, backwards compatibility, you can play those games. Yeah, that makes me think that the new Onimusha game, Onimusha Way of the Sword, is definitely going to come to Switch 2. Because Onimusha 1 and Onimusha 2 are both on Switch. So I definitely think that the next one's going to be a Switch 2 game as well. They did have I think they had a video as well. A message from the developer. It's 4 minutes long, so I guess we can watch it. Yeah, it's about 4 minutes long. Let's take a look at it. Shall we, boys and girls? Shall we, boys and girls?
Feels like I'm getting less human by the minute.
Ball.
Hello everybody, my name is Karawaki, and I'm producer on Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Thank you for tuning in. This title is the newest entry in Capcom's sword fighting action game series.
Hello, everyone. My name is... This guy sounds like he's trying to talk tough, but he's actually a wimp. He sounds like somebody that's purposefully manipulating their voice to sound a lot cooler and tougher than they actually are. Like...
Onimusha. To add some detail to what we showed in the video, in this game, we are taking Onimusha's signature sword fighting action and dark fantasy elements, and using Capcom's latest technology to make this new game as captivating as possible. We're focusing on 3 core aspects. Compelling characters, including a new protagonist and enemies that are interesting more than just visually.
Ooh.
The setting of Kyoto, a location brimming with historic spots with mysterious and unsettling backstories.
Ooh.
And lastly, the ultimate sword fighting action. These are the 3 core aspects we're working to emphasize in our game.
Ooh.
Now, I would like to introduce the director of this title, Nihei. Hello, I am the director of Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Nihei. Thank you for your time.
I like his name. It sounds
We
cool.
decided to set this game in the Edo period of historic Japan. You'll explore historic locations around Kyoto, such as Kiyomizu-dera Temple, in a heroic tale of a soul samurai fighting against hordes of twisted creatures known as Genma. The protagonist, due to a twist of fate, finds himself wielding an Oni gauntlet. Now in Onimusha, he sets about mowing down the monstrosities roaming the world of the living and feeding their souls to the gauntlet. Through gritty, bloody-soaked brawls, he searches for his reason to fight. What fate awaits at the end of his path? Adding our own touches to real-life historical figures, you will meet a cast of unique characters. And in addition to sword battles, drama will unfold in a beautifully eerie depiction of Kyoto.
Looks great.
Now, to talk about the action of the game. With sword-to-sword combat, we put particular emphasis on the satisfaction of slicing through enemies. As you saw in the footage released, there's also plenty of soul-sucking action with the Oni gauntlet.
I want to make sure that I add here, guys, that's not the same as like Souls games. This came out before the Souls games, so just keep that in mind, that the whole soul, Oni sucking soul gauntlet thingy, that was in the original, that was in the game, so let's not try to sit there and say that, oh, they're copying. No, that was in the original. That's part of it. That's part of it. You can like recover health and other things like that. So it ain't a Souls ripoff.
By absorbing souls, you can restore your health as well as use special moves.
Exactly.
Deciding how to absorb the souls of your enemy in the heat of an intense battle will be the key to victory. We're not trying to make an impossibly difficult game. Instead, we want to make a game where fans of action can experience thrilling sword fights and taste satisfaction from slaying their enemies. We sincerely hope you look forward to what we are creating.
So they're not trying to make a Souls
The
game.
footage we showed
Right
earlier
there.
was from a short version of the trailer. The full version is available right now on the game's official website, so we hope you give it a watch. For some regions, gameplay footage was recorded with dismemberment disabled. But please note that dismemberment and blood will be fully featured in the game.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, will be on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series
2026.
X, S, and Steam, in its release plan for 2026.
I forgot.
We're currently hard at work on development, and we'll share more information in the future.
I totally forgot. I was like, oh, I thought it was this year. I totally forgot. It's not this year. They said next year. Oh man. Okay, that's fine.
Overclock Buster!
Guys, overclock. Let's go. Next overclock. We got one more combo. We get the 45-minute overclock. We are at 2 hours here, so we still got 30 minutes extra. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming. Appreciate it, man. Let's see here. We're in 2025, OJ. Yeah, so next year. Did I say something different? Did I say 2 years? I meant to say next year. I thought it was this year, 2025, but it's next year. So I thought it was this year. It's not this year. It's next year. So that was my bad. There should be giant enemy crabs. If there's not giant enemy crabs, I don't know there's something wrong with them. Something wrong with these people. I don't care about it if it isn't Azur's Wrath. Hey, what's up, Gerard? Welcome. Shoutouts, man. They did Dragon's Dogma 2 dirty with all these projects. Yeah, I was never really. I mean, I like Dragon's Dogma, but I was never really like a massive fan of Dragon's Dogma. I think it's good though. It's a really cool game. But yeah, Onimusha is definitely more up my alley in terms of what I like to play. So yeah. Azura's Wrath is great. It's great. I don't know if I like it more than Onimusha, but it's great for sure. Not historically accurate with the crabs. Not historically accurate with the crabs. Not historically accurate. I'm interested in how Capcom can differentiate the sword combat from other games like Revengeance or Sekiro. Yeah, that's definitely something. I mean, if you've played Onimusha games, like they definitely feel different compared to those other games. So I'm pretty sure there'll be some other things. I know Switch 2 or Switch 2. Ah! It'll be there. I'm pretty sure it'll be there. Oh no, Onimusha was one of my favorite games. Yeah, Onimusha was great. Like, I do like the series. I think I've said this before, but if you haven't seen if you don't mind spoilers, or if you just want to get caught up on all the games and how they play and all that, I finished the video game. Has a really cool documentary on every single Onimusha game, and I watched that, and it was really good too. So yeah. OJ, how long have you been clamoring for? How long have I've been clamoring? You've been clamoring for Onimusha for a long time. Since I've seen you on these streams like a year or so ago. So yeah, absolutely. So it's good that they're finally bringing back the whole like kit and caboodle. Like they're bringing the whole smorgasbord. You know, Onimusha 1, that's already available. It's not that great of a remaster, but you know, it's there. Onimusha 2's getting a remaster, obviously, so that's good. So yeah. Yes, more medieval Japan action fantasy game number. Yes, that's what we like. Yo, what's up, Super Saiyan? Welcome to the stream. There's always these games, action hack and slash horror games. The panda suit better come back. The panda suit. Everyone's looking forward to the panda suit. The panda suit is looking to come back. Hey, what's up, Tank 2B? Welcome to the stream. DMC Ninja Gaiden Onimusha made me a man in video games. I did like those games were all awesome. Like when those games came out, it was always like oh, it's a cool gamers game. Like whenever there's a new Ninja Gaiden or like when Ninja Gaiden came back, like with Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden 2, it was always dope to see, man. It was always good to see like Bayonetta, DMC. They were always just fun games. God of War, like old school God of War, always just super fun games to play. And I remember them fondly for just being great times. Like usually, I didn't always have money to go pick them up as soon as they launched, so I'd wait a little bit, but I'd get them like whether it was greatest hits or I'd get them for maybe Christmas or some other time like that, or I'd just buy them used, or I just get them and then eventually get like the, like the new greatest hit version of it, or player's choice or whatever it was, right? Like those were like good times. I don't know. It just seemed like to me collecting games and playing games like in that era in the 6th generation was just more lit. I don't know. It just felt more satisfying to go get a GameCube game. Like when you went and bought a new GameCube game, it felt lit. It felt more lit than buying a Switch game new, like, or buying like a PS5 game or PS4 game or like, any, like it just felt good to go buy a PS2, an original Xbox, not as much original Xbox, but definitely PS2 and GameCube. I felt a certain way when I bought GameCube games because I thought that the discs were really cool. Like the mini disc was just cool to me. I know it wasn't necessarily the best for storing data, but I felt that it just was cool and I liked it. I thought it looked like just cool. So there was something about buying 6th generation games that just made me happy. I don't know. Like cartridges were okay as well. PS1 games just seemed flimsy. PS1 games just seemed like they were great, but like the cases would crack, and I didn't like that. I always took care of my stuff, but cases would crack, and I didn't like the cases cracking. Like if I went to go buy like a used game or something like that. And yes, you can have ghetto boxes with the with the 6th generation and up, but I'll take that. I can clean that box out. Then I can't fix the crack on the box, So buying games at the time was a completely different vibe. It was a completely different vibe because the vibe when you back then, it also coincides with you having less money though. Like that's the thing. Like I want to make sure that I don't mix that up. Like when you don't have access to something, I still appreciate everything that I have right now. I appreciate it, but it's almost impossible to appreciate it at the same way. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful and I'm appreciative and I'm humble for the position that I'm in right now. Not everybody's in that position, but there's something that's more lit. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've always felt like you need to work hard or you need to, like when you struggle to get something, it feels sweeter than when it's handed to you easily. You see what I'm saying? Like when you work hard to get something, it always feels better. And I think back then, since I had way less, it felt sweeter to actually go get something. It really did. It just felt that way. Like I'm saying, I'm appreciative for everything that I have. I'm very thankful. I wouldn't have it any other way. I remember how I was back in the day with it, and it sucked. It sucked a lot of times. Like it sucked. But back then, man, like when you were only making, $100 a check, and you have maybe a phone bill to take care of, you have a couple other little bills here and there, and really all you got is like, $50-$60 left over. Yeah, you got to spend that really wisely. You got to ration that baby out. That's all I had. I mean, a lot of times like my checks were, in the 6th generation, my checks were like, $175, $150, $120, maybe $200 to $300 on a really good day or a really good 2 weeks. That's all I was making. I was only making that much. So I had to pay for gas. I had to pay for, there was little school, like food. I bought all my stuff. My mom didn't buy none of that for me at that time, 20 years ago plus. My mom, nope. I was buying my own stuff at that time. She let me live in her house though, but I was already off to college. So I wasn't even really living there. So for me, it felt sweet when I was able to budget and kind of look at things in a certain type of way, especially like in the early 2000s. The early 2000s, it was definitely like that. It was very, very tight for me, Electronics Boutique, anyone? Oh yeah. For me, KB Toys, man, there was something lit about KB Toys. Like it just got me, like I felt like I've never, like, I feel so alive for the very first time. I feel so alive. Remember that song? I feel so alive. That's how I felt whenever I would go to KB Toys. Like back in the day, like in the mid 90s, I'd be like, You just feel a certain way, bro. You feel a certain way. You feel like this is your life, you know? Toys R Us, absolutely. Toys R Us. Yo, what's up, Lucette? Toys R Us, I felt that way when I go to Toys R Us and do I used to be into the Pokemon League at Toys R Us, like in the late 90s, like 98, 90, I think it was like 98 when I first started going to the Pokemon League. 98 or 99. So yeah, going on a lot of years ago. But yeah, I would just feel great when I mean, you'd see the homies, you'd see kids that you never seen before, you know, you'd see all sorts of people. And it was cool, man. Like, it really felt like that was your life. Like, that was what you're going to be doing for, like, a while. Like, like, it was cool. It's like, oh, it's the weekend, no school, homework done, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case is, all right, let's go. You know, like, let's go do this. So we used to roll to the Pokemon League in packs, bro. We used to roll up to the Pokemon League. It was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. They used to have all the tables out. See all the kids playing, kids and teens playing Pokemon. The card game at one table, or, like, a couple tables, and the other tables, you have Pokemon battling with link cables. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hey, it's been a while, Lucette. I know. Good to see you here. How you doing today? Welcome. Circuit City's garbage, but yeah. Yeah, Toys R Us made me feel like that growing up. Yeah, it felt great. It felt great. Toys R Us was a magical place as a kid. It was like the best place as a kid. I mean, my parents never took me to Toys R Us, like, when I was little, like, we just didn't have the money for that. But when I got older, we still didn't have the money for that. But I mean, I had Pokemon cards. Like, I would save up, and I would, like, in the late 90s, I would save up, and I would buy probably about, back then, you can get, like, a fossil pack, right? You can get it for about $3 back then. So I would buy, like, I would just save up 1 month, I'd buy 1 pack. Or every 2 weeks, I might get like $6 to $8, so I could get myself 2 packs of Pokemon cards. But some months, I'd like to maybe go out to eat with like my friends, so I'd have to save that $4 or $5 that I had so I could buy something at Carl's Jr., you know, or whatever. Back then, when meals were like, you can get a meal for like $4.99. Like, you get like a full meal. You get like the burger, the drink, and the fries for $5. So it was even sometimes cheaper than that. So sometimes I wouldn't buy a Pokemon pack of cards. I'd actually go out to eat with my friends. So that was like the one time we go out on a weekend, right? So that would limit my Pokemon packs. But then sometimes my brother would come in. My brother bought me a couple packs. My mom bought me some packs for like Christmas. And sometimes my friends gave me cards that they didn't want or certain things. So there was ways that I acquired cards, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, I built a pretty good library of cards by the time that I stopped playing. Sicilian with the $2 says back then they didn't know OJ. Nah. I mean, they still called me OJ. OJ's been my nickname for a long time. Like, it's been for forever. But yeah, I guess like how I am now. Nah, they didn't know me. Nah. 46 on the board. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for that overclock. Let's go. 45-minute extension.
Overclock Buster!
So yeah, let's go. Alan, I didn't know that. I don't really be looking into the lyrics of a lot of songs. I just heard it back in the day. My original day one Switch from Toys R Us launch weekend. Your original day one Switch was from Toys. You would go to Toys R Us, party man. What, did you have a juice box in the car when your parents drove you there? This man, party man, went to Toys R Us. This man had a juice box, one of the little ones, the ones like little Apple Schoolhouse with the little straw that bends and turns. With the little straw that bends and turns. And he put it in his little cup holder with the reinforced plastic. No, they were the only place that had a Switch near me. Yeah, sure, party man, sure. You probably bought like the Megazord with it too while you were at it, huh? You probably got a toy with it. Did you go to the toy section and get a toy too? No, I'm just messing around. I'm just trolling party man. He was already kind of like, I think you were like what, 18, 17 or 18 at that time. Quick laughing point where he buys the console. I'm just messing around with I'm just teasing because I know I could tease him a little bit. No, Toys R Us, it's a viable option. It's a viable option. I would go I did buy video games at Toys R Us, like back then. Like I would go to Toys R Us to buy certain video games. I bought Pokemon Yellow. I remember for Christmas one year, we didn't do all the, it's a weird story, but my dad, he took the Christmas tree when he left. But anyway, like when we were doing Christmas, we didn't have a Christmas tree. My mom wasn't gonna buy another one, but she just went to go get us a Christmas presents. We didn't really have any money for Christmas that one year, but my mom, she went with me and we went to Toys R Us and I bought Pokemon Yellow, and she bought me Pokemon Yellow. Like she bought me like 3 packs of Pokemon cards, and she bought me the Pokemon strategy guide. This was before the internet, so I mean before like the modern internet. There was internet, but it wasn't good internet. So she bought me like the one like where you can look up in Pokemon Yellow, you can see all the different Pokemon statistics. That was so important to raising what Pokemon you're gonna raise next. It would show you what moves they learn. It would show you all sorts of data and information that you absolutely need in order to raise Pokemon. And that was in the middle of my brother and myself. We would have these huge Pokemon N64 battles where, you know, I didn't know what he was raising. He didn't know what I was raising. And we would fight each other every now and then. Whenever he came back from school, like we would fight each other, and it was so fun. The battles would take so long because it'd be full-on 6-on-6 level 100 battles on Pokemon Stadium, like with the graphics and everything. It was like some of the most fun time that I've ever had playing video games, because it felt like a real, like actual, like gym battle. It felt like that because I had no idea what Pokemon he was raising. He didn't know mine. Like I said, we lived in different places, so whenever he came back, it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna Pokemon battle. We're gonna Pokemon battle. And it was so much fun. I'll always remember those times. It was great. Oh, strategy guides for Pokemon were like, go, oh yeah, you needed them. You needed them. Hey, what's up, Vadset? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Elvis says, growing up, we'd usually buy games from Blockbuster. I remember renting some GameCube games once. All the classics, misplaced them in games at a McDonald's and never saw them again. Missed out. Oh man. Hey, OJ, have you ever had Hey You Pikachu? No, I never played Hey You Pikachu because it looked stupid, so I never played it. It just looked dumb, so I didn't really feel like. I mean, back then I couldn't really waste my money on games that I felt that looked stupid, so I never really rented it. And I think you needed like a whole device, like a microphone and device to play it. So I'm like, I don't want to talk to Pikachu. I'm not wasting my time doing that. So yeah. So I never really got into it. Same reason why I never got into Pokemon Puzzle League, but then I got into it recently. Pokemon Puzzle League is really good, but I never played it back then because I thought it looked stupid. So I was like, I don't want to play this. I'm not gonna waste my money on this. Like, what if I don't like it? Then I'm screwed. I'm screwed for a month. I can't rent another game for like a month, maybe 2 months. It'd take me a while to get money, you know. Shoot, been on television marathon tonight. OJ, glad you're doing great. Oh, okay, you're not out. Day off tonight. Let's go, Vadcent. Shout outs though, guys. Shout outs to as well, Sicilian man. Thank you for the 246 on the board, getting us to that 45-minute extension. We definitely needed that because we were coming up on the 30-minute. So let's go. Next one up. We only need about 14 more. I'll get us 1 hour extension, 3 hours total. Let's go. I feel you. It was a fun experience that ended up being something I enjoyed. I bet it might have been fun talking to Pikachu. I just didn't feel like doing it. A lot of games would do, not a lot of games, but there were some games that were experimental, like where you can talk to the characters and like they would react in certain ways. And I never really got into any of those games. All right, take it easy, Yamoto. Thanks for coming out to the stream, brother. You missed my Mike Jones reference? Oh, okay. Back then they didn't know. Okay, yeah, that was a Mike Jones okay. Yeah, my bad. It went right by me. It went right over the head. Let's see here. That's what your mom to do. My mom is an angel. She tried her best, man. There was times when we had nothing. We had literally nothing. We had just enough to eat, you know, and she would still try to get me something back then, you know. She'd try to get me, you know, a pack of Pokemon cards, or she'd get me like a basketball, or she'd buy me like one pair of shoes or something, man. But like, there was a lot of times that we just didn't have anything. We just didn't have enough for anything, man. Like we just didn't, you know. As I got older though, I stopped like caring. Like I felt like it wasn't needed. I just wanted to have everybody. By the time that, you know, I got older, like by the time it was like the late 90s / early 2000s, it was already like, I don't really need anything, mom. Just, you know, make some food, let's have a turkey. Let's, you know, and then like my brothers would come back. My brothers, I only have one brother. My brother would come back. My sister would come back. They were in college. So it was like, I didn't need anything. I just wanted to see everybody back. I just wanted to eat and have a good time and play video games. Like whatever video games that I had, I was okay with it. Like, cause like I would scrounge up together some money and buy a game that I really wanted, you know, back in the early 2000s. Like I would get the money myself, you know, I would put together the money and I'd be like, all right, I'll go buy one thing that I really want. Right. Or I'll go buy a game or two that I really want. And I was okay. Like I was content. Like I didn't need that. Cause like I was playing football. So I was really focused on my football career. Like I was really focused on football, and I still played tons of games and all that. I still enjoyed myself, but it wasn't like I need games. Like I need my mom to spend. Like no, it wasn't even like that. It wasn't even like that. So by that point, whatever I played, I played. Whatever I did, I did it. I was just happy to be around my brother and my family for those, like for Christmas and all that. So I didn't care. When I was younger, it was like, oh yeah, I need games. I need this. But it started to not matter. Probably like early 2000s. Like I stopped caring about like presents and stuff like that. By then I didn't care. I just wanted to eat a good turkey. To be honest, I just wanted to eat a good turkey. I just wanted to eat some good food and hang out with my brother and play like NBA Live against him and play virtual tennis and play, you know, we would play what else? We would play Madden. I'd play Madden against him. I'd play Pokemon against him. I just wanted to play games against my brother. I just want to play multiplayer. I didn't want to do anything else, you know. Oh, that was a mistake. I love Pokemon Puzzle League, but I did rent it during the summer deal at Blockbuster. If you had a flat rate, you could rent 2 things every day of the summer. Oh, nice. I didn't know about that. Yeah, that was a mistake. Pokemon Puzzle League is really good. It's really good. Back then, we were just excited to get cards and collect them or battle. Nowadays, it's still seeing more people focus on the value. Oh yeah. People are just focused on the value and like fighting each other at stores for Pokemon cards. No. NBA Live, not NBA Live. NBA Live. I'm gonna be ready for Switch 2 though. Best Buy better be ready. Best Buy better be ready. Oh my goodness, Best Buy better be ready. Let's go. I recently played Pokemon Puzzle League. Myself unlocked very hard difficulty. I don't know, but I couldn't stop playing. Enjoyed it now more than compared to when I was younger. Yeah, it's definitely a game that you're gonna enjoy now at this point than when you're younger, because when you're younger, you're not gonna understand what you actually need to do to be good at the game. Yo, shout out to Crispy Tofu with the $1 dono. Hey OJ, so RGT did a video the other day talking about games that people would be shocked to know he hasn't played. I actually thought of you. Are there any games your fans would be shocked to know that you haven't played? Is there enough for a whole video? I thought about that, and yes, there are probably some games that you guys would be shocked. And I actually thought about that because I was in my garage and I was looking for my Mario Bros. Switch. I don't know where my Mario Bros. Like the Mario 10-day Switch is, and I was trying to find it. I don't know where I packed it. I packed it somewhere, and I can't find it. I was looking for it, and I ran into a few different games across a system, an older system. And I think you guys would be somewhat shocked that I haven't played, because one of these games is like a legendary all-time game. And I haven't played it yet. At least I might have played it, but I don't remember. So I'm just gonna sit there and say that I haven't played it. But it's a pretty legendary game. And I wanted to make a video on it. I wanted to make a video and me actually playing it, but I don't know if I want to do it in a stream or do it in like a regular edited video. Like I don't know what format I want to do it in. So once I figure it out, I went and I check to see if the game worked, and I, you know, hooked it up and see if I can play it, and yeah, everything's good, but I don't know where I want to actually do it. Like I don't know what format I want to do it. So at some point I'll do it. Yeah, there's the bingo. RGT mentioned bingo. Bingo. I'm guessing the video, like that video that RGT says he hasn't played, games that he hasn't played, it's like all RPGs. It's got to be like all RPGs and games that are actually good. I'm guessing that it's just a bunch of games that are actually good. Thank you Crispy Tofu for the $1 dono. Play it on Sunday. Yeah, if I can get the time, man. Yeah, that might be a bonus thing, a bonus stream for sure. That might be a bonus, and like we do some goals and stuff like that. I think probably all videos like that will probably be streams, not videos, just because that doesn't fit my channel really. So probably all of that stuff. But yeah, it's probably better like a bonus stream, put some goals like to play it longer or something. Yeah, I agree. He's gonna play Xenoblade X on Switch, right? Yeah, we'll see. I don't think Nintendo's gonna pay him, so I don't know if he's gonna play it. No, I'm joking. Yeah, we'll see. I doubt it. I doubt it, but we'll see. You should put the second half of the Xenoblade X video fraud. Yeah. Yeah. It says he loves Xenoblade X. Yeah, loves it. Right. Right. Sure. Oh, man. Let's see here. Crispy Tofu with the $1 dono. Says, LOL, I wasn't going to mention RGT, but I had to give him credit for the idea. We all know you're a far superior YouTuber. Come on, no! I am not a far superior YouTuber and content creator. That is not true at all. RGT is a fantastic content creator, and he's earned everything that he's gotten so far. And listen, man, you earn what you earn in this industry, in this. So what he's earned it, man. So he's got, going on what, 600,000 or 500,000. He's got 500,000 subs. He's earned all that, the views and all that. So. Yeah, no hate, man. He's done a great job. I ain't gonna sit there and say that. But I mean, when it comes to certain games, I think my taste might be a little bit better. I will say that, which I think you'll probably disagree. But I mean, like, I got the lit. I play the lit stuff. I mean, Xenoblade is the lit stuff. Like, Xenoblade's lit. We all know it's lit. People that play Xenoblade, they're intellectually on a different level. Because in order to really understand the focus of Xenoblade, like, you've got to be about that. You got to be complex and dynamic. You're the type of guy that, that is a little bit more, suave with how you do things in terms of this taste. So, I'll say that credit. That's what I think I'm a little bit more on when it comes to stuff like that, I'm going to mention Arlo since it's been a while. I was hoping we'd forget Arlo altogether. But no, you got to mention him. He's upset about something, right? What you missed? Oh, nothing. It's always something watching people build their channel on Nintendo, then bash it when they get big enough like RGT puts. I think he's always said how he feels though overall about X, Y, and Z. I don't know if it's changed too much from what it was before. To be honest. Let's see here. Crispy Tofu with the $1 says, LOL, I was totally kidding. Both of you guys are great. By far my most watched YouTuber is totally different though. I can really appreciate both of your content. Exactly. That's the cool thing. Everybody's going to be different. So it's good to get, different aspects or opinions on certain things. Unless it's Arlo's. You don't need his opinion. But no, I'm joking. Arlo's obviously fantastic content creator. Tons of subscribers. People really like his vids. So yeah. Shout outs to him too. Let's go. Let's getting close, man. Getting close to the combo breaker. Let's do it. 49 on the board. We are close. Only 11 away from a 1 hour extension. So let's go. Honestly, I honestly don't know. I just said his name because we have to fill your quota for mentioning other YouTubers. Okay, yeah. It's the quota. It's the quota that we have to fill. I could die in peace if we get a reunion of Noah and Mio because of that ending. Oh man, that'd be awesome, Amelia. Leave the Cookie Monster. I'm gonna leave the Cookie Monster alone. What the Great Wall said was hilarious. So you build your channel up on Nintendo, then bash it once you're up. Oh man, that's great. No man, it's all good. I mean, like I said, everybody has like their own. Like, I think it's fair criticism. Whatever the criticism is, I think it's usually fair. It's like it's like fair, like opinionated criticism. That's good, I don't think it's like, faulty like some people's. Noah and Mio, get that reunion Smash. I think Noah and Mio will definitely be in the next Smash Brothers game, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Let's see here. Finish up my swole meal that I got a bone to be with you, Mr. GameCube. All right, how about we do this, Baron? Let's plan it because I think I went a little bit late and I can't go over the 3 hour mark. Just I got to take care of my boy. So let's plan it for this week. You let me know, DM me, and we will plan a stream where we kind of have some topics and things to go over. How about that? Let's plan it a little bit, and then we can kind of discuss like what we're gonna talk about, topics, discussion. Then maybe let's make a podcast out of it, and then we'll cut it up and let people watch. But it'll be live though. It'll be live. But we can do that this week whenever you're free. Just let me know what day you want to do it. Let me know what day, and then we'll set it up. We'll do that. Because like I said, right now it'd be kind of difficult because like we'd probably have to go. We wouldn't be able to go for more than an hour. GameCube is awesome. I mean, listen, we're not gonna argue, debate GameCube versus N64. We're not gonna do that. Mac Mega with the $3.
Have you seen 90 Prime's vid of a possible Switch the 2nd of May release date? Do you think there's an outside shot of it happening? Thinking face.
No.
Also, can you play Wise Oath of Felghana? Be careful, PLS.
No, there's no chance of that happening because the Nintendo Switch Tour is still going to be going on pretty closely to that, and that's just not enough time logistics-wise. I don't see them doing 1 month. I mean, it's possible, like a sliver of faint, but I don't think so. No, I don't think that's possible. All right, shout outs to Mac Mega. Thank you for the $3 dono. Let's get this going here. We've got Ease Oath of Felghana, be careful. All right, thank you for the $3, Mr. Mac Mega, long-time Elite Ninja. Appreciate that. We are only 8 combos away from that 1 hour extension before the Super Bowl. Okay, yeah, before the Super Bowl sounds good. Sounds good. You want to do like Saturday, like before the Super Bowl? You want to do you want to do Super Bowl Sunday? I think we can do Super Bowl Sunday. I don't mind. I mean, I was going to do like a stream anyway for Super Bowl Sunday, like a pre-stream of the show, like just talking about maybe like favorite sports games, favorite whatever, random athlete stuff, like complaining about this or that. So if you, yeah, we can definitely do something like that for sure. Like Super Bowl. It's buffering again. Yeah, having some buffering. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it buffers. Like, there's no reason for it to be buffering. Like, there's legitimately no reason. Oh. Yeah, there's no reason. Yeah, this stream is not, it says not receiving enough. I am going to Google search this right now. You guys let me know if it stops buffering. I don't know if it still is. Yeah, I don't know why it does this. Looks like it stopped. I think it's because of the multi-stream encoding that I use. So I've got to figure out this multi-stream better. And see how that works. I think that's what I need to do. Yeah. Lowered the YouTube preset from P6 to P5. The issue went away. What is the YouTube preset P5 to P6? What is that? I don't know what P5 to P6 is. That's what somebody says you can do, and it'll stop. Excuse me. I'll research it some more. Why there's this guy here that's saying there's videos on it. So I'm gonna research it tonight and try to see if I can fix it. Excuse me. Looks like we're back. Okay, yeah. Apparently there's an easy way to fix it. There's a YouTube help videos on it. So I'm gonna watch a YouTube help video tonight, and I'll fix it. I'll fix it, guys. Because my stream is fast enough. My internet's good enough. There's something with, because I use a multi-stream plugin from OBS, from Streamlabs OBS, that beams to Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter at the same time. So there's definitely something in my presets or something in my settings that are causing it to do that. You know, it's just something in there, like in my video, probably like my stream settings or something like that. My multi-stream settings that's causing it to do that. So yeah, I'll fix it. I hope that the switch to the NSO adds GameCube library. Yeah, that would be nice. I think everybody has been asking for that for a very, very long time. For years. Probably use Edge instead of Chrome. Even using Edge, I don't think it's like an Edge versus Chrome thing. Because I'm using Edge right now and I barely have any things open with Chrome, so I don't think it's that. I think it's something else. I think it's something else. I think I saw somebody in the stream said about the Switch sales. I don't know who it was, but somebody said like Night Sky Prince was trying to downplay the Switch sales numbers. It doesn't surprise me that certain people like him are trying to downplay the Switch sales numbers. It doesn't surprise me. If you guys have questions, comments, all of that, let me know in the chat. Does not surprise me at all. Does not surprise me at all. We were friends and he called me a Nintendo shill and we were supposed to be friends. So he has a certain thing of hatred towards Nintendo that goes beyond normal logic. And he didn't say it in jest either. He didn't say it as like a friendly thing. Like he legitimately does not like them. So doesn't surprise. I think somebody earlier in the chat said something about that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people. Let me tell you guys the thing with content creators, like with the Switch selling 150 million. A lot of people were really wrong about the Switch in the first place. And they'll make excuses. If anybody says something like, oh, well, it's more like this. If they have like an opinion and they say, oh, well, it's more like this. They instantly jump to, you're this, you're a shill, you're a fanboy, you're this, you're that. Because they secretly, not even secretly, sometimes even openly, they just don't like Nintendo. Or they just don't like whatever company. It could be any company. It could be anything. They just don't like them. Right? And they don't play their games or whatever the case is. They don't cover them. That's fine. Whatever. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. But a lot of people were wrong. They thought that the Switch was going to be bad, and they despise people that cover it, or they despise people that say something positive because one, they thought that it was going to fail, and then two, they either, like I said, don't like or something, whatever. So whenever you guys see people saying stuff kind of out of pocket or saying certain things or certain people, you know, not trying to give credit for whatever the case is and like don't have any good reason why, they just feel that way, it's usually because they got a little bit of hater in them, you know, for whatever X, Y, or Z reason, you know, and that's just kind of how it is, you know. Have you thought about streaming on Kick and doing a politics show? Yeah, no. So yeah. Have you seen the number 2 Switch 2 conspiracy theory for the release date? Yeah, that's stupid. Whatever that is, it's a dumb conspiracy theory. So yeah. I think it was Lek who said that, but yeah, many of the FF YouTubers for some reason downplay Switch. So Genki, he used to be positive about Nintendo, now he bashes Switch. Yeah. Because they were wrong, man, and it goes against their messiahs, their favorite systems. There's nothing, guys, listen, there's nothing worse than being wrong. And then, like, in the Wii U days, it was so much fun, right? The 3DS days in the Wii, it was so much fun because you could hate and you could be whatever, and it was backed up by people actually not buying the system. So you can simply fall back on that. It's so much harder in today's day. It's so much harder because you can't be a hypocrite and talk about the sales in that type of way, because obviously it's selling really well. And also a lot of these people flaunt whatever sales are happening with their favorite games or with their favorite things. So you can't really go that route. But what you can do is make it seem, oh, you out me in the streets? Okay, all right. Before the Super Bowl then. Okay, that's cool. Like Saturday or something? I can do Saturday. But a lot of these people, when they're wrong about something, it hurts them. You know? It hurts them being wrong. Listen, if you predict Switch is going to sell 50, 60 million, if you predict that the Switch is going to be doomed, if you predict that it ain't going to get this or it ain't going to get that or it's going to be blah, 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 yeah, I'd be upset too if you got some know-it-all online trying to tell you you're wrong about stuff, because you probably are going to be wrong. You know, like when it comes to certain people, you're probably going to be wrong. You know? So it hurts. I get it. You know, I get that. So I can see why they're upset. Yeah, Call Mario, in my opinion, the poster boy for just like Nintendo downplayed Nintendo for whatever reason. Colin's more logical, but he doesn't really talk about Nintendo too much, to be honest. But yeah, before in the past, like he was definitely like, he at least would try to be logical about it, but it's sold so well now, like there's not really anything that you can say. Like a lot of these people though are praying, are hoping for the Switch 2 to not sell well. They're really hoping because they took a clubbing from the Wii U to the Switch. They got clubbed over the head like Bam Bam. Remember when Bam Bam would just be like bam bam bam, and he would just like slam Barney Rubble on both sides? A lot of these content creators got Bam Bammed, you know? They were so confident after Wii U flopped. They were so confident, and 3DS sold half as much as the DS. They were so confident that it was gonna flop, man. So they were just wilding. They were just saying things. So I think it's a little bit of animosity. I think the animosity builds in all of us at times. A little bit of animosity combined with, okay, that douchebag that I don't like is saying something. So I'm gonna put a little bit of extra sauce on this, you know? All right, what's up, The Geek Show? This is literally the first console I've ever got on launch day hardware concept, along with Breath of the Wild seemed like an obvious W. Yeah, it was a W. It was a W. Not sure RTU, even though he wasn't much of a Switch hater, but he was wrong to say he was wrong a lot about Switch. He also was shocked Switch got Outer Worlds. MVG said it's normal, and MVG said it's normal. I can see that. That might be one of those, I guess, impossible ports or whatever. But yeah. RTU's proof that being too much into Western games is bad for you. I will say there might be a correlation to mental health in playing Western games. I'll keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck. There might be a little bit. I'm not gonna say RT because he's had other things that he's had to deal with. Shout outs to him and his family. He's dealt with many other problems. But I will say, man, bro, like, you won't ever catch me being gung-ho on West. Hell nah. They'll put you into depression. I've seen people that play Western games. They're in a depression. People that play Western games end up grifters and end up weirdos and end up angry. Just end up... I don't know, man. Like, the people that really love Western games, like, they always yelling about something. I mean, Japanese game players too, but I don't know. It just seems like it ain't the same, bro. It ain't the same. I don't know, man. But yeah, he's actually dealt with a lot more. So, I mean, I don't want to make light of that situation. Like, that situation that he's dealt with, like, with his family, like, you know, his little girl. It's heartbreaking, man. It's tough, but he's getting through it. But, I mean, yeah, man, you can't catch me. Like, there's just not enough sauce. Like, there's only so much unseasoned chicken that one man can eat. And me being of the tropical skin type, I have to have a certain level of seasoning, a certain level of flavor in anything that I do. Whether it be my streams, whether it be my notifications, whether it be how I talk, whether it be how I dress, whether it be how I do, like, there's got to be a certain level, like, there's got to be a threshold. And unfortunately for Western games, the threshold of seasoning often is too low. It is too low, and it is not good enough. So I cannot intake too much. I can eat unseasoned chicken. I've done it before. I can do it again. Cane's is a thing. People love Cane's. Obviously, they have their dipping sauce. But that chicken's unseasoned, and like, it's unseasoned. And I can eat it, and I'm fine. But I can't do too much of it. I must have seasoning and seasoned chicken. So that's the problem. Like, people that play Western games, when they play a lot of them, they just start becoming... they just start transforming into monsters. Like... I can't, bro. People that play Western, they're the angriest people on the internet. Like, I don't take any of the Pokemon people seriously and all that. Those are like your little brothers just, poke it! Shut up. Have a seat. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, but... Shut up. Just shut up. Sit down. All right? Sit down. Don't get me wrong. You're right. They need to fix some things, but just sit down. I don't take none of those guys seriously. But some of these, like, grifters and some of these guys, it's mainly Western games. Like, they just... The movement was based off of Western games. The grifting and all, it's based off of Western... Them just being angry about everything. It came from Western games. It started there. Japanese games usually get left off the plate. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some, but mostly it's like, so it's like you turn into a grifter, you turn into angry, you just turn into resentful when you're like a Western gamer guy, you know? It just seems to be like you just turn into something that you never wished that you could be. So it couldn't be me, bro. Couldn't be me. Anderson Blitz with the $5 says Capcom today in a nutshell. RE fans being selfish because they want new games, and while fans like me are happy, our favorite fighting game series is back. Yes, sir. Thank you for the $5 dono. That we are very close, guys. The 45 minutes is coming up. We are very close. We just need 3 more combos. We will get that 1 hour extension. We are close to that. Let's do it. Let's see. You don't want to take your shirt off and obsess over cucumbers. No, that's not something that I want to do. It's not something that I would like to do. Grifters, Power World is killing Pokemon. Me, bro. Just shut up. Power World's doing good though. The new update's helping out. Maybe one of these days I'll go back to it and check it out, because like I heard that they have improved the game a lot. Or maybe I'll wait till like they improve it like a lot more and get like a lot more updates and and everything. So and then maybe I'll try it out again, because it was trash when I played it. It was okay for a bit, but it was completely garbage. Well, to be fair, like Baron said last time, PC fans are worse because many of them don't even play much games. They only like to talk about specs. Baron absolutely killed the PC guys. That was legitimately hilarious. I can't wait to talk to him again before the Super Bowl about stuff, about random things. So yeah. See, I feel that there's too much religious stuff in games these days. I don't know. I don't really think that there is, personally. I mean, the games that I play, I mean, there's some, but it's relative to the experience. It's like, it's relative to, okay, like Metaphor Refantasio. Okay, well, yeah, there's like the church, right? There's the church in Metaphor, like Sanctism or whatever, but it's a integral fact into what they're doing. So, like, I don't think it's anything that you need to be like too, like, I don't think it's too much. Like, it's not like they're telling you to go to church and pray or something like that, It's usually like intertwined within like a certain faction or a certain group or whatever, which is fine. A lot of it's also like made up. It's like made up religion, or it's like made up stuff that just suits that game world. It's not even like actual stuff that's happening IRL, like here. Power World is an okay game. Has anybody played Power World recently? Like, it's still got a decent base on Steam. Has anybody played it recently, like with the updates and all that? Is like the AI better? Like, that's what I want to be better. The AI is terrible. Like, have they actually added anything for beating gym leaders? Because like after you beat a gym leader, like when I was playing it, you would just like teleport out of the whole arena. Like there was like no transition or anything, at least, or maybe there was an error, but there was like nothing. So I've been playing it. AI still not good. Yeah, the AI is terrible in that game. It's really bad. They just do the same, like they'll like strafe and then they'll like attack and then they'll like look at you, strafe and then like attack. It's like the same predictable pattern every single time in terms of what they do. It's almost like Power would be better if it was like turn-based in some ways, or if it was like a hybrid between turn-based and like action. Yeah, the AI is really bad. Like your pals still get stuck in the base. They still sometimes, like if you get like invaded, like the pals will come and get stuck in like a hillside. Like it was just all sorts of problems. So yeah, shout outs to Anderson Blitz, appreciate that, man. Let's go. 3 more combos and we will get the hour extension. It's been a year where Power was available to play. Definitely lost a lot of its steam it initially had. Yeah, but I think last time I checked, it has like 70,000 people plus playing. So there's still a lot of people playing. But yeah, it's obviously, it's not. I don't think they're doing sales updates like every single week like they were doing before. So yeah. Apparently there is this effective February 4th, the US Postal Service will temporarily suspend only international packages acceptance of inbound parcels from China and Hong Kong post until further notice. Note that the flow of letters and flats from China and Hong Kong will not be impacted. Oh, so that's unfortunate for people that have family here or stuff like that. I guess maybe email or some other way of doing it. So yeah. If it was like Legends Arceus, it'd actually be interesting. Yes, like if Power was like Legends Arceus, the thing about it is that like it's easier to program a game that's turn-based RPG for AI than it is for a game that's action. It's so much easier to do that. So if it had some like action with some more turn-based elements to it, I think it'd be a much better game. But it being a pure action game, it's just the pals are completely stupid, and then some of the pals are so dumb. Like they just sit there, or not that they're so dumb, but some of the pals are just like they're kamikaze. They just run right into you and then explode, and like you die. And it's like, what is like the bee pal? It's like, okay, that's just stupid and corny. Like if you want to use explosion like in a turn-based setting, but like they run into you as the human and you die. So it's like, okay, you know, it's a little bit different, but yeah. So no Temu. I don't know about. It says the United States Postal Service, so whatever goes through the United States Postal Service. So yeah. So Hungry Box put up this post on Multiverses, like the new trailer. Let me show you guys the new trailer for Multiverses because it actually looks really good. So check this out, guys.
Let's get this started. Let me show you how we do it. Let me show you how we do it. Let me show you how we do it. It's not who we are underneath. It's what we do that defines us. I've been preparing for this all my life.
What now? Are you trying to test me, man? Bet you can't catch me.
Thought for a second this was all a dream.
Seems we're not so different. Taking aim.
There's Lola Bunny, like I was talking about, how she looks fast. Look at that. Flip kicks,
What do you think about this?
upside down kicks, dunks.
Tried a lot of looks and I got mixed reviews.
Down. Oh, she got the drill, the down drill. She's got the Fox down drill, the Chun-Li. Yeah, they waited till. So that's exactly it. So that's what Hungrybox said. Hungrybox is like, he's like, full version of the game drops. It's slow, floaty, and buggy. Players are upset. Announce the game is ending. Drop a trailer for its final season. It finally looks fast, polished, and fun. It even has Lola Bunny. Refuse to elaborate. What is going on? Yeah, like, the management of this game is insane. Completely insane when it comes to the management of what went on here. I have no idea what they're doing. No idea what they're doing. It's just
Overclock Buster!
I don't know why the overclock is not malfunctioning like that. It's just crazy. But hey, whatever, I guess, right? I mean, like it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, it looks like a good game now. It looks like a actual, and they didn't focus on dubs. They focused on singles, which it should have always been a singles focused game. Listen, the dubs aspect was cool in some way, but the problem is that the dubs aspect uses too much of the items, like the item modifiers, like, and like you have to like do certain things, And then like those item modifiers are still in the single player way. So it's like, if you're not playing dubs, you're kind of being penalized by not using certain modifiers. And to me, it just should have never been there in the first place, probably. Like, I never thought it was a good idea for those like item modifiers and all that. Like, it should be like a separate thing. Like, just make items. If you want to do like item modifiers and all, just make items. Like, I don't think you needed to actually do that with the system, but they want to do something different, whatever, it's fine. I'm not going to second guess them too much on that. But it looks like they focused on single player, like one-on-ones for this last season. So it's like, it makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. It makes no sense what they're doing here. So, if this was a standalone non-live service game, do you think it would have done better? Oh my god, yes! If this was a standalone non-live service game and you got like, let's just say like 15 characters plus at launch, and then maybe the rest of them were like in season passes, like actual like season passes that you buy, it would have been just fine. It would have been great. However, they would have obviously had to work through like the online issues and all that, but the first season wasn't too bad. Like, it wasn't like the first, like the beta, it was, I mean, there were some issues, but it wasn't that bad. Like, if they would have continued to improve upon it with patches, like, people would have accepted that. People would have slowly accepted it. But the problem, here's the problem with multiverses. They listen too much to the, once again, the Smash Brothers community. Once again, the Smash Brothers community, you're sitting there listening to what everybody's saying. You're doing a live service game. Like, you're just, it was just mismanagement. If I was able to manage this, I would have managed this much better. Like, in terms of it, I would have said, okay, here's what we're doing. This is what I would have done for this game in the first place. One, who is our target audience? Okay, who's our target audience for this game? Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds. I didn't play the beta, Lambo, but I'm looking forward to checking it out for sure. I'm looking forward to it. This is what I would have done for sure. I would have absolutely prioritized who's going to buy this game. Who is going to buy this game? Smash fans? Okay, Smash fans are going to buy this game. We need to have a Switch version. Like, there's no if, ands. We are targeting Smash players. We are targeting platform fighter fans. There needs to be a Switch version. Xbox is not important. PS5 is definitely important, but whatever. But Xbox is not important. But if we can get it on Xbox, cool, we can get it on there. But we should make this game for the Nintendo Switch, and then we should also put it on other platforms as well. It should have went from there, because if you're looking as a platform fighter, Smash Bros. Has the highest concentration, or Switch has the highest concentration of platform fighter fans because of Smash Bros. Nick All-Stars, Rivals of Aether, whatever, they have high sales ratios or sales splits on the Nintendo Switch. So it makes no sense to not prioritize this game. And I'm not just saying that, oh, I like Nintendo. No, I'm literally talking about from a business perspective. If I was the project lead, the director, there's no way in hell we don't have a Switch version. Even with Switch 2 coming, there's no way that we don't. We have a massive install base of Smash Bros. Fans that we can instantly sell this game to. There are not as many platform fighter fans on Xbox and PlayStation and PC. That is not my opinion. That is a fact. There are far more platform fighter fans on Nintendo Switch than there are on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So that's the first thing that I would have done. The second thing that I would have done was make sure that it's not live service. Live service games have no place in competitive fighters. Live service games that are completely live service, that are 100% live service. I don't mind offering a live service style of stuff like season passes or events that happen limited times, but to make a game strictly live service where you don't get a roster and a platform fighter is a very, 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 very bad idea. There is no platform fighters that have had any amount of success that have been completely live service where you don't have a base roster. There are barely any games, not even talk about platform fighters, any games that have a live service business model. Fighting games that have a live fighting games that have that type of model where you don't have a base of characters for people to be able to pick and enjoy. There is not a game that I can think of that's successful in today's day that does that. Can anybody name any fighting games where you have no real base roster and everything must be grinded out or must be played to earn more? Even in live service games, even in free-to-play live service games like Marvel Rivals, you can pick more than one character. Even in games like Marvel Rivals, you can pick, without spending any money or grinding that away, you can pick more than one character. Or Overwatch 2. any type of live service game, like where there's a competitive aspect to it, it's very rare that you will have no roster. So these are the two things that I would have changed. I would have made it a normal game with season passes and microtransactions as cosmetics. I would have made it, if you want some new cosmetics, you can grind away and buy them, or you can grind away and get whatever, but you can also buy them. I would have also made season pass DLC characters. Hey, look, just like Smash Brothers, we're going to have this many characters in a season pass, and we're going to let you know as they go on. Or maybe you reveal, 4 of them or 5 of them, and as you go along. So if you want the season pass, you got to buy it for like, what, $20 or something like that. You get the season pass, you can have like 4 or 5 characters or 6 characters or whatever they want to put in the season pass. Whatever is doable. But there should have been a base roster. There should have been a base roster. It should have been a $50 game. I'd probably say $50, $49.99 for the game. Base roster, season passes, microtransactions for cosmetics, and maybe other skins or some other things like that if you want to do certain stuff. Cosmetics for that. And then also there should have been some single player modes. There should have been some offline modes as well. It shouldn't have been always online. That's what I would have done for the game. Well, I guess you can play it offline, but you guys know what I mean, like more actual stuff to do. I don't know why they decided to go the route that they did. I think that's mismanagement. I think that is a failure of management to go the route that they did. There are no fighting games. There are 0 fighting games that are completely live service with no base roster that have been successful. Can anybody name any successful fighting game in today's day that does not give you a base roster? I don't care if it's free to play or not. That's irrelevant. There are free to play games that give you a base roster. Like, I don't think anybody can name a single game that's successful doing that. A single fighting game for sure. What's up, AO Trill? Completely different genre, but I noticed cozy games focus first on Steam and Switch, and then they're aware of the bigger audience on those platforms. Exactly. Yeah, I don't get why there was no Switch release. It would have thought they would have ported after they took a year break. Do you think the budget development? I think it was probably development. And it was probably experience-wise. They were more experienced, like with PC x86. I think that's what it was. But to me, it's one of those things to where like you put that aside and you bring in whoever you can bring in that has worked on Switch stuff, that does know it, and you get them. Because it's not like they don't know what they're doing with it, right? But they definitely should have brought someone else in to help with that, or used Warner Bros. Said, hey, look, the problem is that whenever they pitched this project and the budget did not include Switch, they did not think that it was a priority. If they felt that Switch was a priority and they felt that, hey guys, and they would, you need someone like, let's say you're a player first game and you're selling your game to Warner. You're pitching your idea around, like, who's going to take this idea or whatever you're going to do, right? You're pitching the idea to Warner Bros. Whoever is their businessman, Tony, that guy, Tony H or whatever, he should have said, hey, Warner Bros, we actually need to get this game out on Switch as well because there's a huge market on there. We need a budget for that. And if you can convince, Warner Bros has like $1 bazillion, right? If obviously their money's not, it's not unlimited, but you guys know what I mean. They're the publisher. They're going to have the money. If you convince them that you need a Switch version of the game, they would have given them the budget to get a Switch version of the game done. It was that they didn't think that they needed a Switch version of the game, or it wasn't a priority right now. They thought that they can go without it. And you know what? They might have been able to go without it. Like, they might have been able to if they made all these changes. But that's the problem when you actually don't have a Switch version. Like, it gives you less room for error. And with this type of game, right? With this type of game, like somebody said, like cozy games or whatever, on a bigger install base, you have room for error. You don't have any room for error on a smaller install base, and especially of fans that don't buy platform fighting games, or more like systems that aren't known for platform fighting games. So that was the thing there. I think that maybe they did not have the experience, but they definitely should have said, look, Warner Bros, we really need someone to do this. Listen, if Nick All-Stars if that team, which I think is smaller and had less money, if they did a Switch version, they could have done a Switch version of that game. Now, yes, Multiverse is probably more technically, I guess, superior to Nickelodeon All-Stars Battle, whatever, All-Star Battle. But at the same time, like, they were able to get it done. So it was a big mistake, in my opinion. I think Switch is passing the DS this year, but it'd be hard to pass PS2 160 million plus. Yes. I don't know how hard it's gonna be. It's gonna be based off of how Nintendo discounts their system. If they discount it and give bundles and deals, they'll pass it because it's less than 9 million away. So I mean, like, if they sell, like, let's just say they sell half of what they sold this year. They sell 5 million this year. Maybe they sell 3 million the next year, and they sell their last 2 million. That passes up the Nintendo, or that passes up the PS2. So all they need is 9 million units over the course of the rest of its life forever. That's what they need right now. So it's really going to be based on how Nintendo does it. But it wouldn't be too hard with the right strategy. If Nintendo really wanted to pass up the PS2, they could, I would say, somewhat easily do it. Price drop, bundle, continue to make games for it. Continue to put some games out for it. You would outsell it. All you need is 9 million units. It's at 150.882 million. PS2's at 160. So it's about 9.1 something million away. You're going to sell another probably 4 or 5 million this year. That would put it at 57 million. So you just need 3 more million after this year. That's definitely doable. Like I said, with price drops and stuff like that. But it's pretty close. I don't think it would be hard. I think it just matter on the strategy of Nintendo. If they really want to do it, they can do it. Because Switch has not received a single price drop. The PS2 needed price drops to get there. It needed multiple price drops and bundles to get to 160 million. And the Switch's pace in terms of how long it took to get to 150 million is way more. It took the PS2 133 months or so to get to 150 million. It took the Switch 94 months. So on pace-wise, it's actually blowing the PS2 away in pacing sales. So, yeah, there you go. PS5 might get close to surpassing PS2. The PS5 will not get close to surpassing the PS2. That is not true. Or that is not that it's not true. That is very unlikely to happen. And the reason why I say that's very unlikely to happen, because right now, almost 5 years in, the PS5 is about on pace with the PS4 in terms of sales. Unless something drastic happens, there's no way that it's going to beat out the PS2. The pacing is just not there. It's on pace with the PS4. So the PS5 is on pace to sell about maybe 117 to 120 million units, somewhere in that range. It's definitely not on pace to beat out the PS2 or the Switch or the DS. Not even close. I would be impressed if it got to like the Game Boy Color, or like the Game Boy, just the Game Boy in general. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Juice Man Vaughn? I'm glad you feel that King Mix. Oh yeah, the King Mix is dope. It's dope. I had to put it in the list, bruh. There's a new rumor of Valve making a home console to rival PS5 Pro. I hope it's real. Sony needs a true competitor. Sony's already got their true competitor. I know people like to sit there and say that, but I think Sony's already got their true competitor between Switch 2 coming out, PC, and even still, like I said, all sorts of other devices that people are playing games on. So, I mean, it's not unopposed. If it was unopposed, then Sony would be selling way more than they're actually selling right now. So, but I see what you're saying, though. Like having someone that does, I guess, the exact same thing, but a different company now that Microsoft is making games on there. But the Steam Deck it's not going to have any exclusives, or sorry, not the Steam Deck, the Steam Machine 2.0, it's not going to have any exclusive. It's not going to have like, oh my gosh, I can only play this on Steam Machine. It's just going to be a PC, right? It's just going to be a console PC. So it's not like it's going to be like a real, what you're saying, direct competition, because it's not going to have exclusives that are only, you know, like Valve, only Valve makes it sound. Yes, will there be games that are only on PC? Sure. You know, but it's not like, that's not by design. It's just by, oh, okay, it's just on PC. You know, it's not like it's made for just that and it's like a big marketing point, you know? So, yeah. Let's see, PS5 needs to have games first in order to reach PS2 numbers. Yeah, the amount of first-party games coming out is at a pretty low pacing. I think GTA 5 will definitely be, GTA 6 will definitely be a boost, but that's a multi-platform game. So it's going to be on Xbox. It's eventually going to be on PC. Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it'll get a boost when GTA comes out for sure. But I don't think that's going to put it at a trajectory to where it's going to catch the PS2. Like, I don't think it's going to be that big of a boost, considering there will be people that buy the game on Xbox, despite people saying Xbox is dead, I know. But there will be people that buy the game on Xbox, and there will be people that hold out for a PC version of the game. So Xbox gamers don't buy games. We know this. Xbox gamers definitely buy some third-party games. Games that aren't on Game Pass and they're like the most popular of the most popular, they do buy those. But obviously, a lot of the big Game Pass games, they don't buy those. But GTA, for example, sold incredibly well on Xbox. Sold really, really, really good on Xbox. GTA is not part of Game Pass, but it sold really well on Xbox. So GTA will sell well on Xbox, yes. like Madden, GTA, COD. Well, I guess not COD anymore, but COD before it was Game Pass. And I think even after, like, those games sell on Xbox, like, actually sell. So I'd expect GTA to actually sell on Xbox as well. Like, to sell, not as good as PS5. Clearly not as good as PS5. Like, no. I think the PS5 version is going to outsell it considerably, but it's still going to sell multiple millions of copies. I think we have to accept the fact that the Xbox is dead. Nobody said that it wasn't. I'm just saying that people are still gonna buy games on like it's still gonna be around. Like it's not like it's not gonna like die and like there's gonna be no more Xbox. They're still gonna make hardware. So yeah. I mean, absolutely. GTA 6 will absolutely boost PS5 sales, absolutely. But it's not going to boost it to the point to where it's going to catch the PlayStation 2. If you think that, then you're delusional. You think that, then you're delusional. GTA 5 was a super hype release, and that did not boost the PS3 and Xbox 360 sales to where it caught the PS2. Like, so, and GTA 5 was super hyped. Now, GTA 6 is obviously going to be more hyped than that, but GTA 5 and GTA 4, they had two GTAs that were super hyped. And yeah, the PS3 and the Xbox 360 did not catch the PS2 in sales. Actually didn't even get close. It didn't even catch the Wii in sales. So let's just forget the PS2. Or sorry, yeah, forget PS2. GTA 4 and GTA 5 didn't even help PS3 catch the Wii in sales at 100 million. So I'm supposed to believe that GTA 6 is going to help the PS5 catch the PS2 in sales? No. 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 Might get past me. Oh yeah, I mean, definitely. PS4, sure. I can definitely see it boot because it's right now kind of neck and neck with PS4 right now. With GTA 5, could it outpace the PS4? Absolutely. PS4 never got a new GTA game. It only got GTA. I mean, it sold incredibly well on PS4 and it helped sell a ton of systems, but it never got a brand new, wholly new GTA game, right? So absolutely, I can see it maybe boosting it past PS4, but PS2, no. So yeah, PS3 had a real competitor with the 360. But once again, Nick93, you are downplaying how many people are gonna buy Switch 2 and be okay with Switch. You are downplaying it. Y'all downplayed Switch, and clearly Switch is affecting the sales of other platforms. Y'all downplaying Switch, that's fine. Y'all downplaying Switch 2, go ahead. You're downplaying this true competitor thing. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You're gonna downplay it again, and it's gonna come back. It's gonna guys like you, like, oh wow, I didn't expect the Switch to sell so well. I'm telling you. You're downplaying it as not a true competitor, but I'm telling you it is. I'm telling you it is. There are people that are just going to buy Switch 2 and just be fine with that. And whatever comes out on that system, they're just going to play that. Just like Switch 1, man. There's a reason why PlayStation and Xbox sales aren't dramatically bigger than what they were before. There's a reason why. Like, if y'all don't believe me, that's fine, but wait and see. I did the same. Y'all, people were saying the same thing before the Switch 1 launched. And I'm telling you, y'all going to be wrong again. I guess people have revisionist history regarding GTA pushed hardware sales. It's not that they have revisionist history, is that they don't know what they're talking about. There's a difference between revisionist history. There's a difference between revisionist history and not knowing what you're talking about. Like, a lot of people back then, like with GTA 4, GTA 5, they don't know the numbers. They don't look at the sales. They just say whatever, and that's fine. I'm not saying Nick93 is saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, a lot of people don't know what actually happened, you know, so, and GTA is hype. Don't get me wrong. GTA is going to be huge. Like, it is going to be a huge boon and bust, or for, you know, not bust, but like a huge boon, and big sales across the board, when it comes to it. But it's not going to necessarily take it and extend it to the infinity and beyond to where it's going to beat out PS2. That's all I was saying, you know? Not dumb. I'm just saying a ton of those GTA sales went to Xbox that gen. All right, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes this time. You're right. I mean, I will say that. Yeah, you're right. A lot of the sales did go there. But once again, I'm talking about console boosting. Like GTA 5 didn't even boost. Like I said, GTA 5 didn't even boost the PS3 or the 360 to catch the Wii. And it had two of them. It had GTA 4 and GTA 5. And it didn't. Those two games combined that were super hyped. I was there. I bought GTA 4 on launch day. Both of those games, the combined selling power of GTA could not boost the 360 or the PS3 to beat out the Wii to get 100 million in sales. And it got it at the somewhat middle, couple years in, and at the end of the life. So you got 2 hits of GTA, 2 brand new hits of GTA. So that's all I'm trying to say. It's like, I'm not going to sit here right now at this point. I'm not going to sit here and make it seem prediction wise that GTA 5 is going to boost PS5 sales to some ungodly number. Not with these prices, not with the amount of options people have, not with how things are going. What happened back in the PS3 and 360 days, the industry is a completely different market than how it is right now in today's day. You know? Completely different market how it is in today's day. I can't take exactly what happened then and apply it to everything now. But what I am saying is that what happened with the GTA 4 and GTA 5, I thought that would be enough to see 100 million on both of those systems, and that was not. So based off of that, I'm looking at it from that viewpoint, like, okay, if GTA 4 and GTA 5 couldn't boost those sales over 100 million for those systems, despite how hyped and how well those games sold, I am not going to take that analysis and then say all of a sudden PS5 gets GTA 5, even though it's coming to PS or Xbox Series. And yes, there is less competition directly. And yes, PS5 is outselling it dramatically. Yes, I know all that, but I'm not going to take that and all of a sudden attribute a bazillion sales to the PS5 because of that. Not right now. Now, if I see pre-orders and if I see that it's, oh my gosh, it's blown away everything and Sony's sales are up 5 million%, then absolutely, I'll be like, okay, we'll see how it goes. I am now changing my mind. But right now, I can't do that analysis. Right now, I can't. I got to wait and see. I got to wait and see before I do that, you know? GTA 5 did come late into that gen. Play way more on PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the initial boost, though, the initial boost was not there. And PS4 and Xbox One, I think it came out in, when did GTA 5 come out? It came out 2013? And then, yeah, then like PS4 and Xbox One came out that same year, right? Or was it 2012 or 2013? One of those two. So yeah, it was very close. Very, 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 very close. But people were still buying PS3s and Xbox 360s at that time, though. Like, it's not like they stopped selling. And once again, there was GTA 4. GTA 4 was super hyped. GTA 4 was super, super, super hyped. And that came out at the beginning, near the beginning of those systems live. So yeah. We'll see, though. I think there's going to be a ton of people on PC that just wait for the PC release. Like, PC is way more accessible now than it was back in the 360 and PS3 days, PS4 and Xbox One days. PC is becoming more and more accessible. So I think there's going to be a number of people that just wait for a PC version, especially if Grand Theft Auto 6 is not in 60 frames per second. Like, if it's not in 60 frames, I think there's going to be stiflers out there that, you know, that want to play it at 60 frames because they've been playing, I don't know, the newest Grand Theft Auto, it's GTA 5 at 60 frames. Or they've been playing on PC where it's at 60 frames. So I think they're going to actually, I think a lot of them are going to wait. Depends, though. I mean, Grand Theft Auto sold really well across all platforms it was on. PC, it sold really well. So I think there's a lot of PC guys that are just going to wait for, they're not going to play it on PS5. They're not going to, they might just wait, man. But we'll see. I don't think it's going to be 4K 60 FPS on PS5 Pro. No. I don't think GTA 6 is going to do that on, no. I think the game is going to be too technologically demanding for 4K 60. You know? I think it's going to be too technologically demanding for 4K 60. So yeah. GTA 4 sold nothing near 528 million compared to 200 million. Well, yeah, I understand that, but what I'm saying is that it's still got a GTA game. still got a GTA game. And even with the GT, look at GTA 5, right? You said, or it's like, oh, all the sales went to PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah, even those systems didn't get near PS2 levels. And that's the biggest GTA game ever that was sold for how long? Even that didn't boost the sales to where it was in the PS2's level. So no matter where you want to slice GTA at the end of the PS3 360, that's fine. At the PS4, Xbox One got it, PS4 got it. None of those were even close to PS2 in sales in terms of the boost, right? PS4 was pretty good. I mean, 117 million. That's good. I mean, I guess it's good. That's very good. That's right up there as one of the best selling. It's right underneath the Game Boy Advance. I think the Game Boy Advance, or no, sorry, the Game Boy Color. I'm not correct. But once again, is that all attributed to Grand Theft Auto? I mean, I don't know. It might be. It could be. People just bought it for Grand Theft Auto. I mean, yeah, probably. A lot of it probably is. But I think a lot of other games sold PS4 as well. I think Madden, I think FIFA, I think a lot of other games also sold PS4. So yes, a big part of it maybe was GTA 5. Maybe. But especially because like GTA 5 was not backwards compatible with PS3. You needed a PS4 disc. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works. We'll see what happens. Yeah, 120 is good. Close to 120. 117's not bad. It's actually very good. 117 is very good. I would be fine if Switch got to 117. I'd be like, okay, cool. That's actually successful. Or Switch 2. Sorry, Switch 2 got to that. I'd be happy with that. I think Nintendo would be happy with that as well. It's tough. It's not easy to get to that. It's not easy at all. San Andreas was huge for PS2, but people also bought PS2 because it had a ton of exclusives. Like, it had a gang of exclusives across the board. So, I mean, San Andreas, sure. You can talk about GTA 3, GTA Vice City. It had all those exclusive for a while. But also DVD player. I mean, like, that's one of the biggest things is DVD player. DVD player was huge for it. And then South America, there was so many things with the PS2 that were just abnormal for any system. It's hard to just, you can't pin it on one thing. You know, it's hard to pin it on one thing. But yeah, GTA San Andreas was huge. But man, there were so many other things that were also big for PS2 sales. You know, very, very big. But anyway, we got to wrap it up here, guys. I owed you guys some time anyway. We didn't hit the 60, but that's okay. But we got to wrap it up here. I definitely need to get editing and get doing some other things. So we went a little long, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. I appreciate it. Check out my most recent video talking about the Nintendo Switch 2, how it got some awesome news. It got some great news that you guys need to all check out. Talking about some of the other Switch sales and stuff like that. You guys go watch it. This will also be our third consecutive video and our fourth out of the last 5 that has done over 23,000, 24,000 views. So let's go, guys. Let's bump those views up. Let's bump those views up. Watch my most recent video. Must watch video. Must watched video. Thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. I appreciate that. Extra time is always good. I owe you guys bonus streams anyway, so I don't mind going over the time counter, even though we didn't hit it. That's okay. I appreciate the support today, guys. You guys were awesome, like always. Thank you for the donos. Thank you to all the members, everybody that has a badge next to their name, everybody that dropped a dono, everybody that came and commented and discussed games with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Seriously, thank you guys so much. We will be back tomorrow. We will be back the next day. We'll be back the day after that. We're going to be back a number of days. We got to go hard these next few days, talk about Switch and talk about some of the other stuff that's coming up. There should maybe be some announcements of a new something coming up here. So we'll see about that as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. I appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next one. Peace out, homies. And shout out to everybody watching across Twitter and YouTube and Twitch. I mean, Twitter, we had like 600 people plus watching. So shout out to all the Twitter fam that are watching on Twitter or X. I appreciate you guys. And shout out to everybody here watching. We had up to 200 plus people watching on YouTube. Not much on, I think at this point, Twitch, just, they do not push my channel. I get 0 play on Twitch. I think, because like, I should definitely have more than like 1 or 2 people watching me on Twitch overall. Like, they don't push my notifications out. They don't, like, I don't know what's going on there. But YouTube and Twitter, it's all good. Appreciate you, fam. And Fire Nation, don't worry. We got to do something to get you guys more involved. So I'll figure out something. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys for tomorrow's stream. All right, guys. Love y'all. Shout out to Party Man, Hokage, and Stream Ninja as well. Thank you so much, Party Man. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Peace out.